right.
Hey, people.
Here we are.
What's happening?
Good evening, everybody. Good to see you. Here we are on another Saturday night hanging out with my buddies. This is Jon-Bip over here. This is my buddy Randy downstairs. And we're back again for another Hydra session, Hydra 9, if you can believe that.
Sorry.
And
my other stuff going there.
Tonight we've got a pretty unique set going. We haven't done this yet. And we got a punk and skate punk vibe going tonight. So let me mute that. There we go. Got my monitor up. Yeah, so we got some killer punk lined up for you. My punk collection is, it's not significant by any means, but I got some pretty neat shit. I pulled some pretty cool stuff for you guys tonight. A mix of like traditional punk and some CBGB's era punk and some skate punk kind of stuff. So we're each going to do a full set tonight instead of alternating around. We're each going to do our 25 to 30 minute set, whatever that ends up being. And I'm going to start up, and I'll as usual, I'll just show you what's going on.
I got about a half hour set.
So how's before I show everything, how's everybody doing tonight? How you doing, John? Randy?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Just kind of scrambled this together. I just pulled some records last night and then just put them in order tonight. So none of them are clean. They're all my old, maybe one of them's newer, but they're all my old punk rock records. So they've been played and whatnot.
Awesome. Yeah, we got Yu's in the house. Good evening, you. Mick's here. Elephant, what's up? We got Scotty's in the house again. Who else we got? Antonio's in the house. Who else? Eric's here. What's up, Eric? Nick's here.
Gary's here.
Nick hopefully brought his light bulb with him.
Scotty Strict 9.
Scotty's here. Good to see you, brother.
Hey, Elephant Tinnitus. What's his name?
I don't know. I just call him Elephant.
I don't know.
He's from Montreal.
Yeah. He's always here.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, we got some good supporters. They show up. These same people show up every time, and we appreciate it. So we got some pretty killer shit for you tonight. So,
Chris,
I'll just give you a quick overview of what's going on tonight. I got some Suicidal.
Yeah, that's right, Chris. Audiophile skate punk records tonight.
That's right. That's right. Got some Dead Milkmen for you. Got some Misfits for you. A little Black Flag.
Cool.
My war.
Got one of 15 albums by the Sex Pistols.
Well, I'm going to have to see what you're playing off that.
Oh, yeah. Got some First
I hope no one's playing Bodies tonight.
Oh, no, man. I had it, but I can take it off.
I picked up,
this
double not too long ago, this live at CBGB's.
Sweet.
So that's what I got going tonight. And I know since we were talking about this earlier before the show started, since we do got a punk vibe, you're going to see people moving around a lot. You're going to be breaking a sweat, moving around, and there's going to be a lot of work going on. So I hope you guys out there appreciate it. So I'm going to start out with Suicidal, and then we're going to go Dead Milkmen, Misfits, Black Flag, Sex Pistols, Clash, and CBGB stuff. So
sounds like my high school years.
Yeah, absolutely. Mixed in with a bunch of metal, of course, for me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that wasn't all I was, but
yeah,
all those bands were high school bands. I love them. I mean, that's what I'm playing tonight, mostly high school bands, too.
There you go. Evening, Ash. Good to see you, brother. So, let's switch over this audio, get us some stereo going here.
All right. I'm going to turn off my mic.
All right.
Same here.
We're going to get started. Good to see you, people. Satan.
People, don't do, sing a dick, that'll think you sing a view, get to live, sing a blind, and suck. Suicide's alternative, sing a brain, watch the boy, sing a touch, no one listens, sing a listening, it's our life, sing a thinking, instead of feeling, sing a movie, getting it last, sing a mess out, the water live, sing a tired, no one cares, sing a blind, and suck. your music, stop inside, feel myself. I wanna live, sick and tired, no one cares, feel like inside. Suicide alternative, feel like inside, sick and tired, no one cares, feel myself. I wanna live, feel living, gotta die. Suicide, that alternative. Well, I got a little story to tell about a man said he came from hell. He said Satan's been looking, especially after me. He said Satan's got a paper gonna set my body free. He said power and glory, riches and joy, all of your name, and I'll begin to say, oh yeah. Proud for your name, glory and fame, having the gold and all the riches that you had. Oh yeah. He said power, fame, all in your name, all that you wanted, all that you need, all that you want to answer your greed. Anything that you ever could need. You sign the paper, that's what you do. Sign the paper and say you do. Anything happens, it's all for you. You sign the paper. Oh, let me see if I got this right. No, I signed the paper and I get all these things. There's gotta be something else happening. I don't know that. Besides, it's like not working. Well, I don't care too much about gold, and I don't really give a fuck about what you've been told, and I don't really care or need anyone looking after me. Besides, I'm a meaner son of a bitch than that fucker ever could be.
All right, now instead of talking in between, I'm just going to start lining these fuckers up. So I'm just going to save the talking for later. We got a lot of work to do tonight, so let's keep rolling.
Smoking midnight feels nothing is real.
Lights are living in your eyelash.
People are making important deals.
My fingernails on T-bills.
Smoking midnight feels saving the wheels.
Your go-go, come on, let's stop.
Up and down, king your heels.
Feel your breath and shivering lip balm.
Talk to me about Elvis.
Hey Elvis, for a walk and shut up.
All right. Talking about super efficiency tonight. We're going to keep moving on.
I haven't heard that one in years.
I picked this up off of. I picked this one up, and then the next one I'm playing, I picked them up off of Greeno a while back, and they were both sealed. So. Good evening, people.
Hey, Aaron. 45.
I've always sounded a little weird. Hold on. Let me. Who did that?
That wasn't bad. I've never heard it that way.
That sounded kind of doomy. I was like, this doesn't sound like Misfits I remember.
Even the music's still fast at
Here
33.
we go.
You know?
It's still super fast on 33. Okay, here we go. There we go. There you go. Had to end it with a little doom zig.
Yeah, bring it down, right?
Bring it down. I also want to make sure I remember to put it back on 33.
Hey, Sam.
Good evening, everybody.
Dave.
What's up, George? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Dave. Hope everybody's enjoying the music so far.
War.
Now I got to search. Oh, boy.
Sounded great tonight, Aaron.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're killing it, man.
Let's see. New York. 5. I can't fucking see it. Oh, shit.
You need one of those hipster lights, man.
Yeah. That it? Let's see. I can't fucking see it. God damn it. All right, it's going to lead in. It's going to lead in.
Yeah, we're good.
New York. Moving on. Super efficiency here tonight. Got a lot of work to do. I hope everybody's digging the vibe. Looks like everybody's digging the vibes tonight. Doomzig, yeah, I think we need to get a shirt that says Doomzig. By the way, I got an announcement a little bit later about a little bit of merch that we're going to be putting out there for you guys. So stay tuned.
I hope you got your Mitchum on tonight, man. You're working up a sweat there.
Ditch him if it ain't Mitchum. Is that how the commercial goes? Right. I think Mikey's the big Mitchum proponent.
That's right.
See, that one was easy. That just got the run out on its own. Everybody still awake? Still there?
Yep.
Hello, hello.
Terry chimes.
All right, we're going to keep rolling. Glad you guys are digging the vibe. Enjoy. I got 2 more coming up, and then we're going to move on. We'll let John and Randy fight it out. Whoever gets their eye poked out first wins.
Thank you.
You got a lot of nerve to tell me how to sing to make $1 million, yeah. Me and my friends, we're living in the cold, trying to make $1 million. Don't wanna break down, don't wanna leave town, 'cause I'm $1 million. I'm saving pennies, I'm selling pennies, trying to make $1 million. Some things are hard to see. Some things never get you free. I try to take it day by day, but something gets in the way. Everybody knows how hard it is. I need $1 million. I need $1 million. I don't need a dime. I don't need your time. I need $1 million. I need $1 million. I'm getting tired singing Blood We Paid To. I need $1 million. If I have the money, I'll tell you what I do. I buy the food. I need $1 million. I'd buy some telephone. I'd buy some Louis Vuitton. I'll take you out tonight. I'd buy the morning blue light, yeah. I'd buy some telephones. I'd buy some Louis Vuitton. I'd buy some airplane glue. I'd go a fool at you. Yeah, you got your nerve to tell me how to sing. I need $1 million. I need $1 million. You got your nerve to tell me what to play. I need $1 million. I need $1 million. Can't take it, won't break it, gotta shake it. I need $1 million. I need $1 million. D7, D7, oh, get away.
Thank you very much.
Woo! Welcome, Dave.
Oh, boy. Well, at least it's a new joke. Next time, Sean, jump over that bridge. Come on over anytime. think that's it. That one's hard to see. Last one. There we go. Last one.
All right, man. Great set, Aaron.
Yeah, nice.
All right, there it is. I love the Dogs because their fucking rhythm section is so fucking metal, dude. It's so heavy. The drummer fucking wails, man. So yeah, highly recommend that. Highly recommend it. Only because I dig that kind of stuff, you know.
It's all about the drummer, man. It's all about the drummer.
The drummer, you know, he's like the glue, you know what I mean? And that bass player is just holding everything down. The drummer's in the pocket the whole time. So yeah, thanks you. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody hanging out tonight.
You ready,
Now,
John?
Now before
I'll go next if you want.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
bro.
Yeah. Before John gets started, I wanted to let you guys in on a little something. Now, I've been talking to Jenny and Dave that, you know, they make T-shirts and that kind of stuff for a living. And I talked to them about making up a Hydra-themed shirt. Now, I've got like an example to show you. I can show you something at some point tonight. I've already got some interest in it, and I'm wondering, I won't make a single dime off of this. Matter of fact, I may end up losing money, but would anybody be interested in picking up some Hydra shirts? It'll have our standard avatar with the three-headed dragon, and it'll say the Hydra Sessions below it, and it may or may not have my channel name. But yeah, I was wondering. I'm just going to turn them over for what it costs me to buy them, and then ship them, and I may make 25 cents if I'm lucky.
Here's a little incentive.
Oh, Jesus
buying 'em,
Christ!
right?
Here we go.
You buy a T-shirt or you lose your wrench. It's that easy. It's up to you.
Oh, I think we can go with that one. Yeah, okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, so yeah, I know Dobby wanted a couple, and I'm just curious. So if you guys are in, put it in the chat what size you want, and it's going to be either a brown shirt like this kind of brown, or it's going to be a gray shirt. And it'd be white font on a gray shirt or a brown shirt. And these are good fucking shirts. These aren't those standard shitty shirts you get at fucking, you know, your standard concert T-shirt. These are good shirts, and they're quality, and you'll be able to wear them for a long time, and they fit really well. Like, you know, these, like this shirt, it fits well on your body. It doesn't hang like like your coat hanger. And so yeah, put it in the chat if you're interested. Let me know how many. I think $20 is probably going to end up covering the shirt because I got to get the shirts made. I got to get them shipped here, and then I got to ship them out to you guys. So $20 is what I'm going to be charging for a shirt. And trust me, I won't make a single fucking dime off of these shirts. It's just kind of a pay it forward thing for you guys. So put the shirt size you want in the chat. Put the color you want, gray. It's like a speckled gray or brown like this. And let me know how many you want. And then I'll set up an order with Jenny. And if you don't pick them up, we're going to have to take your wrenches away tonight. So
Yeah.
I think
All
it's
sizes will be confidential.
unless you put them in the chat, then everybody will know how fat you actually are. Not that we got any issues. We're not trying to fat shame or anything. So but you know, I'd prefer to not send you a small if you're an XXL. So let me know, and then I'll send everything off to Jenny, and she'll make a bunch for us, and we might have it in, I don't know, a few weeks or something, and I'll send them out to you guys.
Elephant's proud. He came out with a double X, man. He's
a
not
double
ashamed.
X. Yeah, so let me know a size and color and how many you want. $20 a pop, shipped to your door. $20 shipped right to your fucking door. It's all said and done. So
Miss U says she wants 5 of them.
2 medium.
5 mediums.
Miss U wants medium. There's some telling information. We're not judging. We're not judging here. Yeah, just let me know what size you want, what color you want. I'll send them off to Jenny. I'm hoping to get 20 people interested. That way it'll end up being a little bit more cost effective if I get 20 or more made at the same time. So, yeah, we'll do like a PayPal thing. Let me know. And I guess one thing I'd figure is how the fuck am I going to get a hold of these people too?
Ash wants a long sleeve.
How about this? If you go, I got to find a way to link these people up so they can get a hold of me.
The colors are speckled gray or brown, like the brown Aaron's got on right now.
Yeah. Maybe you could hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on Mr. Bizarro on Instagram and send me a message. Do that. Let's do that. I don't mean to make this more convoluted than it needs to be, but go Go to Mr. Bizarro. Mr. Bizarro, Bizzarro. Go there on Instagram. Hit me up. Send me a message. I don't know about them. We're not on Twitch right now, you. That's not going to work. Hit me up on Instagram, Mr.Bizarro, Bizzarro. No, I don't want to put my email in. I'm not going to do that. You'll be sending me dick pics and all kinds of shit I don't want to see. Mr. Bizarro, MrBizzarro on Instagram. Hit me up over on Instagram. Send me a message. Let me know what it is you want.
We also have the dead wax glasses up for $5 a pair, man.
You only got one pair, though. What are you going to do when you run out?
I know where they got them.
Yeah, and if you want to hold off until we do Twitch, you can send me a private message on Twitch. We'll be doing a little movie session on Monday, Monday coming up. So if you don't have Instagram and you want to get a hold of me, you can. All right, John's got to go poop. So if you want to hit me up on Twitch on Monday, we're going to be doing a movie night on Monday. You can hit me up over on Twitch, Mr. Bizarro's Music Room, and you can let me know there. And she says there's a whisper.
John's going to drop the kids off at the pool.
He is, yeah. He's got multiple kids to drop off.
I just want to get another beer before my set starts. Jeez.
All right, there you go.
I'm not going to have time to run out in between songs.
No, you're going to be busy. All right, so that's enough for me. If Instagram, Mr. Bizarro, or hit me up over. I guess I could put my email on. Let me re-simplify everything. I'm going to put my email in the chat right now. Hit me up on email and let me know what you want. Give me your name, your address, what color you want, brown or gray, what size you want, how many you want, and then I'll hook you up with a PayPal link and we can take care of it like that. I'm going to put my email in the chat right now. John's going to get started. This is not like a sales thing where I'm going to make any money. I'm going to fucking lose money off of this shit. So, yeah, I guess that's enough.
All right, yeah. I was going to say, figure out the prices. I don't want you losing money.
$20. I did figure it out.
Okay, but I don't want you losing money.
No, I'm not going to lose. It's a figure of speech. I'm trying to pump everything up here, John. Don't get me in trouble. Because I talked to some people and they said they pay $30, but $30 is ridiculous. I'm not trying to make money. I'm just trying to pay for it. It's not $30, right?
But if it's 22, it's 22. I mean, just be honest, you know.
If you're in Canada or fucking Japan or England or something, we may have to figure out something different.
Just give him 30, man. Aaron needs some new shorts.
I don't need fucking shorts. Just because I wear the same pair doesn't mean I need shorts. This is my vibe, man.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
I do the same thing, man.
I'm going to cry in the corner while John does his set. All right, I'm going to set you up, John. It's John's turn.
All right,
Let me hit you up on stereo. You take the stage. I'm shutting my mic off.
So I did a punk rock stream a couple weeks ago, or maybe a couple months ago, and it got banned right away. And I realized I picked a lot of the same records. I didn't think about it. So I'm going to play, I think 3 classic punk records. I'm going to do a bunch of songs. I'm going to open up with the Straw Dogs. They were the FUs turned into the Straw Dogs. This is a Boston punk classic, but I don't know how far it went outside of the region. But we'll start with this, and then we're just going to do classic 80s punk. And I'm shutting down the mic and getting started.
sound good, man.
Great. What a killer start, man. It's coming out guns blazing.
Those lies and hold on to your faith. In a matter of time, there won't be no space. Let loose of those lies and hold on to your faith. Oh, relation been for sure. Now the next is up to you. I choose to do the right. Living truth. If we all must unite, if we all must unite, it's the youth that got us today, and he's calling
You got to expect that when it comes to punk. You got to expect it.
That was cool, man.
John is fucking sending that shit tonight, brother. Hope you guys are having a great night.
Classic California, DI.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, 203 Ramon songs. I wasn't
That's it.
thinking, man.
12 minutes.
Silly boy, in over his head again. Silly boy, doing his best again. Silly boy, why don't you ever learn? But silly boy, you can't help getting hurt. Lying and hiding. The lion, the hiding. Lying and hiding. Lying and hiding. Silly boy, in over his head again. Silly boy, doing his best again. Silly boy, why don't you ever learn? Why don't you, silly boy? You can't help getting hurt. Lying and hiding. The lion, the hiding. Lying and hiding. Lying and hiding. You know, I walked by on the street the other day. You're going one way, I'm going the other. We both walk right by, but we don't say a word. We used to be this close. We used to be like brothers. But now, there's a one time, one word, one phrase. It's all over. It's all over. Lying and hiding. The lion, the hiding. Lying and hiding. Lying and hiding. I heard this. I heard that. What do I believe? It's hard to give. It's hard to get. And once you've lost it, it's always gone. I know I shouldn't accept a person toward the truth without at least giving you the benefit of the doubt. I get so mixed up by the things you say and the way you act. I get so mixed up by the things you say and the way you act. I heard this. I heard that. What do I believe? It's hard to give. It's hard to get. And once you've lost it, it's always gone. I know I shouldn't accept a person's word is true without at least giving you the benefit of the doubt. I get so mixed up by the things you say and the way you act. I get so mixed up by the things you say and the way you act. Too many times this happened before. I always thought the wrong thing. I never gave you a second chance. Now it's happening all over again. better. You love the attention. You never had it. You never had it before. Under your influence, what goes wrong? Under your influence, cross my mind. Under your influence, what goes wrong? Under your influence, you cross my line for the last time. No safety comes from your numbers, nothing said or gained. Should get responsibility, true freedom from what? No safety comes from your numbers, nothing said or gained. Shotgun responsibility, true freedom from what? From what?
John is
Yeah,
killing
that
it.
was killer, yeah.
He's smart. He picked like
Yeah,
3
I should've
songs
went.
from the same album. Randy's gonna be sweating.
Pity the poor little darling now. She never had a chance. Dancing quick for a girl, victim of homicide, a running friend, dip her in cigarette buns, on a stand for a mom and a friend. He had a whip, do you wanna party? It's party time. We gotta party. It's party time. She never had a chance. Family was sent to jail, set for jail. Her older sister never loved, not for a dime. All night she screams, party time, party. It's party time. We gotta party. It's party time. Do you wanna party? It's party time. We gotta party. It's party time. Do you wanna party? It's party time. We gotta party. It's party time. It's party time. It's party time. It's party time.
I really want that soundtrack, that Return of the Living Dead soundtrack. Damn,
Yeah.
dude. That was
Hey.
killer, John.
Thanks, guys.
Fucking awesome. Man.
Thanks,
was it?
everyone, man.
Shit, that
Yeah,
was
that-
quick,
you know
man.
what? I got one more tune I was thinking about. If
Yeah, do
it's
it.
actually Pride Month, so I have a tune for Pride Month. If you want to spare me
Do it.
2.5 minutes.
Do it.
Yeah,
do
do
it, John.
it,
Do
alright.
it, brother.
This is a punk rock tune for Pride Month.
Do it. I'm feeling pretty prideful. 24-hour Hydra stream.
We could do it, but it'd be a bitch.
It would, wouldn't it?
Totally not prepared for this, but you're going to hear the Village People punk rock song.
Sweet. It's for us at the YMCA.
Standing here waiting in the same old line. I gotta find something just to pass the time. Is there anything better left for me to do? A food fight. People stand in front of me, people at my back. Lunch is the morning, there's something that lasts. So grab yourself a weapon, get ready to attack. Food fight. Food fight. Food fight. Food fight. I'm looking at my teacher, I've got him in my sights. Grab a ripe banana, hit him right between the eyes. I hit him with an apple, I hit him with a five. Food fight. Food's to the left of me, food's to the right. Food's flying everywhere, everywhere in sight. Now we got the teachers joining in the fight. Food fight. Food fight. Food fight. Food fight. People stand in front of me, people at my back. Lunch is the morning, there's something that lasts. So grab yourself a weapon, get ready to attack. Food fight. Food fight. Food fight. Food fight. I'm looking at my teacher, I've got him in my sights. Grab a ripe banana, hit him right between the eyes. I hit him with an apple, I hit him with a five. Food fight. Food's to the left of me, food's to the right. Food's flying everywhere, everywhere in sight. Now we got the teachers joining in the fight. Food 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 fight.
That is by
No
far
way.
the best.
Is that really the Village People?
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
best. That's the best Village People song I ever You hear those drums, dude?
Yeah, they got another good one called Big Mac. That's a
God
great
damn.
tune, man.
Those drums
It's
are
about
fucking
McDonald's.
killer.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is, yeah, if you ever see this record for a buck or two, grab it.
What
I-
year is that?
Probably like 1980.
That cover alone, I'd go
81.
right by it.
Yeah, it's killer. That's
Now-
So
now I
disco ended, and they said, "Shit, we got to do something." Here,
What are we
boy."
going to do, guys? Thanks, John.
great,
That was
man.
fucking great, dude.
parties, and like a lot of my friends have it too. So it always comes out, and people are like, "Who the hell's this?" It's the Village People.
Food fight, man. I love it.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Let me
Randy,
turn
talk
my
to us,
amp
brother.
on. Let me warm my amp up here.
Let me get Randy's echo taken care of. There we go.
Yeah, I just got a bunch of stuff here. I've got 13 songs in total. So to start off with some 3 minutes, and then it goes down, and then I just couldn't find
Come up to the
any more.
mic, Randy.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. You got to talk into the mic.
How's that?
That's better.
Is that better?
No,
No, like I said, I got 13 songs. They start off like 3-minute songs, and then they progressively get a little bit shorter.
Randy likes doing that. He likes that as kind of ascension theme.
Yeah, but I'm going to go through 2 12 inches here, and then I go through a slew of 45s and then back up to 12. So
There you go.
all right.
All right, you're all set. Turning my mic off. Good to see you guys. It's been some killer sets tonight, man. Thanks a lot, John.
Yeah, I had fun. Thanks for having me. I was going to leave, but now everyone else left.
Volume all right?
Sounded good, man.
Yeah, drink up, people.
The vile tones.
Thank
Fucking Randy. God damn. Killer sets tonight. I really dig the vibe, man. Fucking rocking the shit. I hope everybody out there's digging this shit too, man. My God.
Punk rock forever. Oh shit. Alright, we gotta crank it up here on the 45 RPMs here.
I like Randy's sets because it's like when you go up the, when you're going up and it's clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking, and you finally go over the top.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
Right now we're clicking.
Yeah, it's great.
I like the taste of lipstick, cigar smoke, the deep club lights, and being with you is fun. I like the way you stand, sharp nails, holding your cigarette, your jukebox maniac. I'm aching to break your heart. I'm aching to break your heart. I'm aching. I'm aching. I like your polka dot dress, the way you crack an egg. Pull up a bottle cap, your jukebox maniac. I like the taste of lipstick, cigar smoke, the deep club lights, and being with you is fun. I'm aching to break your heart. I'm aching to break your heart. I'm aching. I'm aching. I'm aching. I'm aching.
Plugs.
Kicking ass. Like he's got a, Randy's got the Sporting the Gourmet Record Night shirt.
Yeah, right on. Alright, here we go.
Good evening, people. Good to have you here. Saturday night, man, I'm having a good time. I think I might be pounding these beers a little too fast, though.
You're still 16 and I know what that means. Trying to act grown up, feeling tough, look at me. But inside your head it still feels like lead. You carry that weight of this game instead. You're still 16 and reaching out for the facts. You think stupidity will make you relax. Your parents are all there, what the hell
Oh, that was great, Randy. That one was great.
I don't know why he bothers sitting down.
I know, man.
Need to pan your camera over there. Just stand over there, Randy.
I feel like Richard Simmons, man.
That was great. Every one of these bands he's played so far, it's had a killer drummer and bass player. I dig that rhythm section, locking shit down.
This one's a little dusty, so.
Yeah, cruising right along. I dig that a lot of this punk seems to have a really heavy rock edge to it, which I really dig that, man.
Yeah, punk is just rock and roll, really. Just when rock and roll got boring, the punks, took over. But this is I shoplifted this pin. It was Sid Vicious. I still have it.
Nice. I used to go to this music store, man.
Wait, show that again. Did you just show it, John?
Yeah. Let me see if I could. I have talent here.
You got some skills here. Show us how. There you go.
Let's see. I'm not that talented. Jeez.
No, apparently not. You don't know left from right.
Yeah, I can't figure. There it is. It's upside down.
There it is.
It's Sid Vicious with a chainsaw. It's kind of cheesy, but
Is it? It's still cool as fuck, though.
but I still have it. This is
Did
like
you say you stole that?
middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the time, man. I used to hang out at this music store upstairs. They had like a head shop, and they had like pins and all kinds of rock and roll stuff. And I'd load my pockets up, and the guy would come up. He knew I was doing shit, right? He's like, "Hey, what do you got, man? What do you got in your pockets?" And I'm like, "Nothing, man." And I'd make my way past him and then get on my bike and just bail. That was a shit, man. All right, here we go. Did I end the party or what, man?
No, it's great. I'm having a ball.
All right, so we had food fight. Now we're gonna have something a little different. You guys, we got any Saturday Night Live fans out there? A little hint.
Depends on what era.
When Ronald Reagan comes around, he brings the fascists to your town. You think it's cool to be a jock, but we get beat up by the cops. This fight in the parking lot. This fight in the parking lot. Corporations want your cash. Let's go downtown and smash the glass. This fight in the parking lot. This fight in the parking lot. I guess my mind's all messed up, but isn't that a result of going to your schools, being a part of your system? I bet you'd like me to put on a tie and eat a Happy Meal. Maybe you'd want me to have 2.5 children and live behind a white picket fence. Well, I've got a better idea. How about I put my fist through your window? Are you getting that, Ed Beast? You hear me, Alexander Haig? It looks like this gonna be This fight in the parking lot. This fight in the parking lot.
That was a great sketch, wasn't it?
Yeah, I haven't watched Saturday Night Live since the '80s, and that one someone sent me that. It was so funny.
It's like his daughter's wedding or something, wasn't it?
And they're coming up like they're old men, like it's gonna be some old man. Oh, with your back, and like they're making jokes.
Dave Grohl was on drums.
Ronald Reagan.
Alexander Haig.
Alex Haig reference.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Carrying on.
Yeah, exactly, Scotty. That's how I learned about Alexander Haig. I didn't even know who he was until punk rock.
That's classic.
I learned all my politicians through punk songs. When I was a kid, yeah.
Got a really skewed view on politics, don't you?
Well, I think the original would have been like Mad Magazine and Cracked Magazine, like Jimmy Carter and stuff. But then punk rock, you start learning your senators and stuff.
Oop, you gotta turn the RPMs. Man, these songs are like loaded on here. There's like 30 lines.
Wasting time, every room you walk in is a scene of a crime. The flames on enemies on every city block. Y'all fucking gays are race against the clock. No, no more social life. Oh, no more social life. I'm just
some skate punk. You guys like skate punk?
Just get you. For 17 years you hated me, never cared about me. Now that you're down and your life is through, here's my chance to get you. Shit, I've done it, so much fun, I've been thinking, so just to get you.
How many more you got, Randy?
I hate those 12 inches that are 45 RPM, man.
Yeah, at least the same thing happened to you that happened to me.
Just got a couple more here.
Got any Doomzig lined up?
No. You have,
It's good to see you guys tonight. Appreciate you hanging out on a Saturday, man. I'm having a great fucking time.
man, these songs are
Right on, right on.
Shit, I forgot what I was playing here. Hold on. That's what it was.
You all right, Rand? Pass out? All righty, sir. Perfect.
Good as fuck, kicks, 7 dance sticks. You do what you wanna, I do what I wanna do. I do the kicks, and it's habit that stinks. Got a dodgy background and people push me around. Good as fuck, kicks, 7 dance sticks. You do what you wanna, I do what I wanna do. I do the kicks, and it's habit that stinks. I do the kicks, and it's habit that stinks. I do the kicks, and it's habit that stinks. Got a piece of the past and never see day. A big slice of cake say on take. You do what you wanna, I do what I wanna do. 'Cause I do the kicks, and it's having that stinks. I do the kicks, and it's having that stinks. Well, I do the kicks, and it's having that stinks.
All right, last one here, folks.
All right. Awesome. God damn.
Taking you to Australia. Modern day Australia.
Excellent, brother.
There it is. Wow.
That's it.
My God.
What are you gonna do?
Take care of this echo.
What are you gonna do about it? All right,
John.
another session.
Take care of
Number
John's
9.
echo. Take care of my echo. There we go. There we are. My God. I figured with the punk vibe, you guys would definitely bring it.
Yeah, I just started going through stuff, and I didn't start till today, so I was like, I'm just pulling stuff out, you know. If they don't like it, fuck them, right?
Everyone likes
Just kidding.
it. Thanks, Sam. Thanks, everybody, man. We had fun
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah,
I appreciate
definitely.
we couldn't do it without all you guys out here.
Nah, man. Absolutely not. We appreciate you all hanging out, supporting us.
Yeah, don't forget to head over to the merch booth and get those t-shirts.
Get those t-shirts. There's a few people interested. I put the link out if anybody wants to come up and chat for a little bit. Saturday night, pretty good sets. Randy is pretty busy. I was pretty busy. John took he took the more eloquent approach, and he just picked 3 or 4 songs from each record, which is the smart way to go when you're doing punk. So
I'm gonna ask you again, John. Was that really the Village People? The 70s?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was the
Really?
Village People. Yeah,
I'm
it's
blown
good.
away by those drums.
Side 2 is good.
Like, I wonder if that's the same drummer that did like the YMCA shit, or if that's somebody else.
I don't know. I don't even know if those guys played instruments on those records. You know, the YMCA era.
Right?
That's wild. That was cool.
Yeah, that was pretty badass. Excellent session. So yeah, I mean, Hydra 9 in the books, man. It's hard to believe we've been running that long now.
Yeah, what is that?
That's
Almost what, 4.5 months?
It's like,
would say.
I don't know, 3 years now. Got a link out. Anybody wants to come up and chat?
Come on, Scotty, get up here, man. Punk your
Yeah, come on
scene.
up, Scott. Yeah. If not, it's okay.
Yeah, if not, buy a t-shirt.
Just fucking leave. That's all. Stick your t-shirts up your ass. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Let me bring this back.
yeah. So the punk stuff is pretty easy for me. You know, you just grab anything almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you guys got a ton of shit. I'm more like beginner level
Yeah.
when it comes to punk shit, but you know.
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, but even metal, I got to think a little bit and plan it. But punk, he could just kind of just pull out so much.
Yeah. Well, Scotty's going to grab a beer and then he'll be up.
Yeah,
John, if you see him back there, if
I'll keep my eye out.
at all possible.
Miss U says she's coming up tonight.
Yeah,
Incredible.
Cool.
she said she'd come up on Ryan's show on the 220th episode or something. They're like on 18 now. Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. You know, I wanted to, you know, a lot of these Hydra sessions I've been doing, I've been picking the vibe and like translating it over to these guys, and I figured I'd want to do something that they specialize in and that I'm maybe not so versed in. And I have been enjoying learning about these new bands, these new punk bands and stuff over on Ryan's channel and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
figured
not.
for once I'll pass it off to the professionals, and I'll be the elementary school kid, you know, crying in the corner.
I'm not stuck in any genre, man. I just love the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got
It's
a little
all
bit
about
of
the music,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
So much music, you could never hear all of it.
Yeah.
And it's another good thing. One of the facets I like about what we do here at Hydra is we're always learning. And I'm really digging my journey here on the more technical end of the punk spectrum. That will be kind of thing that I'd be more interested in checking out. So
Yep.
yeah, so it's always everybody's always learning. I don't think you should ever stop. There's so much out there, you know. So be right back.
What in the hell is going on? Cat toy. How you doing, John? Feeling
Yeah, I'm all
right?
right. Yeah, I ain't too talkative. Been a long week.
Yeah, I hear you.
Just relaxing now.
That's right.
Friends. Very good, Kimber. Thanks for joining us. Anyone wants to come up? There's a link up there because I don't feel like talking.
Went well with the salad. That's great. Come on up, Kimba. Don't be shy.
Oh, John, is there a bunch of silence? I had to pee. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nah, he's just flipping through the comments.
Come on up, Mikey. You're not. I heard what you said about not wanting to come up being too drunk, but you come on up tonight, man. It's okay.
Yeah, we like.
You can
people
talk
when
about
they're
fish
drunk.
sandwiches. You can talk about how your cat scratched your records up. Come on up, Mike. Help us out. No, we appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Honestly, Saturday nights. I guess there's a lot of people not doing much on a Saturday night. Luckily,
Hey, all right.
there's there
Chris.
he is.
Hey,
the
Chris. Thanks.
the
Thanks for
lover
joining
of
us.
all things. Chris is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
All
pretty
right, Chris.
tired. I wasn't going. I'm
got-
pretty tired, but I figured it'd be something to do.
We got one question for you, Chris. Did
All
you
right.
like it or
Yeah, it was
not?
cool. It was cool.
All right, we got a yes from Chris. That's a big positive, man.
I was pretty stoked to play JFA though. People don't usually play them, so that was
Yeah.
cool.
Guys got to
Yeah,
pee.
when he said that punk and skate punk vibe, I said, man, I gotta pull that JFA.
I love skate rock. That shit's rad. 80s skate rock is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, like who had the boards? Like Antonio said he had a JFA board. I know there was a DI board. There was a DRI board.
He was a DOA.
DRI, suicidal,
TSOL.
Yeah.
TSOL.
Oh, he was a TS1. That's right.
Yeah. I had a DRI longboard.
Yeah.
I never had a board with a band name on it. There was a few I wanted, but never got because I never saw.
Yeah, I
them.
never had one with the band name. I used to see him in the mags, the order forms and stuff.
I think Skull Skates had a DOA board. I think.
Oh, I think Kimba and you are planning to come up together.
Uh-oh.
Agent Orange.
Yeah, you're right. They did, Sean.
Yeah,
That's
Agent
right.
Orange.
That's right. That was a pretty popular one too. Yeah,
What a
being from
great-
Phoenix, I used to see JFA boards all the time.
Yeah, I never saw a JFA besides in the ads. I saw a lot of DRI, not a lot, but a couple of DRIs. I think there was actually corrosion of conformity too, right?
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Like,
I
that
want
would
to
be
get
little later.
Factory 13 makes a JFA board. It's the Don Lincoln, and they're like $100. And I want to get one, but just haven't done it yet. It's a really horrible shape, but I want to get one. I want to ride it, just for nostalgia.
Who
All right.
who here would actually still jump on a board?
Me, I would if I didn't. Have
Would you?
problems. Fuck yeah! I got 2 full setups and some other decks in my closet right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
I jumped on. My daughter has a skateboard. I jumped on a little bit, but I'm like, I'm not messing around. I'm not breaking
Yeah,
bones and losing work.
Nah,
You gotta work tomorrow, man. You know.
right.
Yeah,
That's
if I-
because of that.
If I break a bone, I'm out of money. Out of work. So
It's responsibility sucks, doesn't it?
That's what I said about hockey, man. I said, you know what? I got to choose here because I was getting injured all the time. You know.
There you go. Damn.
You
That's
choose
why with
work
Gon's
or
graphics.
play. You know.
oh,
You gotta
show
make
it again, Chris. I didn't see it. Oh, nice.
That's why with
Awesome.
Mark Gonzalez graphics.
Nice.
Look at those worn out trucks, man.
They're brand
Yeah,
new.
figured Eric would still have a board. Yeah.
Hey, lower that camera. Get on the floor, Chris, for a few. Let's see that.
I went through a lot of like leg and knee pain for like the last 5 years, so I've been trying to get back on, but I don't know. I just turned 51 this year, so I don't know if I actually will, but I want to.
I was gonna say there's got to be a cutoff. Either logic or age alone has got to push you off a board.
Yeah, I don't
Hey,
know.
Scotty.
Scotty.
What's up, Scotty?
How's it going?
All right, man. You ride a board, Scott? Maybe we could all get together. We'll all ride boards. We'll all break our hips at the same time.
Probably not since
Hip party.
mid '90s.
6 people showing up to the fucking hospital with hip issues.
Be legendary.
I
Yeah,
did.
well,
I did do it. I did do it, Tuco. The problem with Nothing Faces, apparently every song that I played on that spotlight got smashed. So
Wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if
took it
the
down.
Bad Brains I played gets you smashed. I wouldn't be surprised.
we'll see.
I don't. Yeah,
Be surprised.
yeah. I
Yeah,
got my
so-
punk one was taken down so quick, and I didn't play any
Because of
like
Bad
major label
Brains?
stuff. I think it would be the Bad Brains. I can't think. I don't think it would be Discord. I can't
Yeah, Ian doesn't
figure
care
what
about that
band it
stuff.
would have been. But
Considering Ian McKay used to promote bootlegging their stuff, I doubt he cares.
yeah,
Right.
I don't think it was
Yeah.
Discord. I can't. I
Bad
don't
Brains
remember
are
everything I
hard.
played, but it's not going to be DI and the California stuff. Or it
Yeah.
may have been Suicidal Tendencies or Bad Brains. That's my guess.
I don't think
Yeah.
Suicidal will care. I don't think Mike Mir will care. I really doubt he cares.
It's not so much them; it's who owns the
That's true.
product, and it's a strong
That's
selling
true.
record.
First albums.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah. I'm
that's
always
what I read.
I'm always surprised by what they pinch and what they don't.
Like the first Suicidal is almost like playing a Metallica record or an Ozzy record at this point. It's
Yeah.
just so like classic and
Yeah. When I did that Monday movie night, I played a little Ozzy beforehand on YouTube, and every single Ozzy song, they were like, "Nah, we're not even gonna." Not only can you not monetize it, but we're taking it down immediately.
Wow.
So I figured that some shit's gonna happen. Hydra 8, we played a ton of shit. I don't know if you remember that one, John, and that only ended up being 2 songs on that entire set that they ended up pulling down. So Hydra 8 is actually still up. It's down there buried in my channel a little bit, but yeah, it took a while to edit that shit out, but it's edited out and it's up there now.
cool.
Nice.
But the Ozzy thing they pulled down, and the entire Nothing Face stream they pulled down, and so sometimes you
Does it
just
really?
can't keep it up. Sometimes you just got to be in the moment, just hang out with guys, and just know it's just going to kind of disappear. And
Mike's voice gets chicks hot. I've never heard that before. That's crazy.
Yeah, me neither.
I got to take a leak.
Who are you like James? You got to tell us.
I could go to the toilet. He's going to go grab a roast beef while he's out there.
Take the dog for walkies.
Yeah, so it's so some shows, lots of shows are opening up, lots of bands are playing locally now. I got I just picked up a couple tickets for September 30th for King Buffalo. They're playing over in Philadelphia.
Cool.
So I'm looking forward to seeing that. The First Unitarian Church. I haven't been there yet.
Oh, I like shows at churches.
Yeah, it's supposed to be some old, I don't know what type of church it is, but I'm sure it's a cool venue. No, nobody said Arby's. Mike, you can come up and say Arby's. Tell us your Arby's story, how you worked there for 9 years. Beef and cheddar he's big on the
He
beef
just
and
wants to
cheddar.
talk about Arby's and no one
The
mentioned
fish
it.
fillet.
Just paid his way through college with Arby's sandwiches.
Yeah, I saw the residents at a Jewish temple, and that was kind of surreal.
Well, that's
Yeah,
weird.
Where are you at in the country, Scotty? If you don't, you
In,
don't have to answer that.
In DC.
DC, okay, cool.
Yeah, not too far from you.
See, Sean's over in Philadelphia, so Sean, I guess he's obviously been there before. So yeah, so that's September 30th, and one of my another band I really like that's actually opening up for him, which is an odd thing that they have 2 bands that I actually dug, is Heavy Temple. Is going to be
Never heard of
opening up for King Buffalo. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. But there are a lot of good shows coming up here in the summer, and I'm looking forward to seeing. It's like all of a sudden, it's like the floodgates open up, and there's a ton of really cool bands coming through.
Hard to keep up, yeah.
Yeah, it's so
It
much
is.
now.
Yeah, exactly, Scott. It's like there was nothing, and then all of a sudden, there's just everything. Everybody's coming through at the same time.
Like I can't handle having like 2 shows a week anymore. But it's like there's so many bands touring right now.
I'm actually excited. I'm ready to hit a couple bands a week. Honestly, I've been tucked away for too long. Has anybody got any new wax or anything they want to show, or what are you eating, Randy? Got any chewing on some nuts over there?
Randy likes nuts.
Oh, he's got his kettle chips. He
I'll
is
show
into his nut.
some. These aren't most of these aren't new. I just need to clean them. I know I haven't shown them. Hector, Wired Up.
Yeah, that's a
Reshoot,
good one, man.
Just Add Water.
Nice.
Yeah.
And glam rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
On the
love
same
Hector.
label, I got the Bell Tones. This was late 90, like probably 1998, 99. Punk rock. They did a couple albums.
What label's it on?
So this is a reissue on Just Add Water. Actually, I think it was originally on Just Add Water, like one of their first releases.
Scotty
But
looks like
they were
how I
later
wanna
on
feel right now.
TKO Records.
Oh.
Scotty, you look like how I want to feel right now.
I probably feel that way too. Mercury Rev.
Yeah, I've seen them live.
Are they indie
Yeah.
rock?
They're
Or what
good.
are they? I remember
Mercury
them,
Rev.
but
A little heavier, like dronier, if I remember.
Okay.
Yeah, dronier 90s indie rock kind of stuff.
Okay.
You know who I saw open for them was Springer from SSD Control. He had a band. He was living in Chicago, and he came out. He had a band called the Hedonists, and they opened for Mercury Rev. So we went out to see Springer from SSD Control, and he was doing this Alice Cooper thing. He had a table sword. He was slitting his wrists, and it was pretty funny.
Killing Joke, Empire Song.
Cool.
I buy these anytime I see
Look at that cover.
Yeah.
I forget. I think they were Blast Furnace and the Heat Waves, but they had to like cross off Heat Waves, so they're just Blast Furnace and
I don't know
forget
them.
why.
I
but
like
it was
how they just whited it out. I didn't even bother
yeah.
fucking with it.
It's like they already printed the cover or something. They're like, oh shit, we need to. This is their second 45. I guess they got away with it on their first one, but it's kind of like British pub rock stuff. That era.
What do you mean, Tuca? What do you mean you voted for Screaming Lord Such? I have some Lord Such.
Charge, Destroy the Youth. This one you can still find this cheap. It's kind of a early punk rock stuff. I'm always shocked at how cheap you can. I see this.
Yeah.
And last one, Eddie and the Hot Rods, Quit This Town.
Oh, that's great. I don't know.
Other
I don't
Size,
have that one.
Distortion May Be Expected, and Life in the Line, which is a great album.
Yeah, that's my favorite record is Life on the Line.
Nice.
That's all.
Well, let me exit out.
So you
gonna
did,
say,
what do you collect more?
just to cut you off for 1 sec. Tuco said, Screaming Lord Such, I have this was when he ran for office, was the official Munster Raven Lunan Party. This is a button from Screaming Lord Such.
That was a button from his
when his political career.
That's a political button.
Yeah, he ran. He was. The party still goes on in England. The Munster Raven Looney Party. Like there's people who still. It's like an anti-politics party. But he legit ran for whatever he was, councilman or whatever it was.
Did he hang himself?
Yeah, he killed himself. I had tickets to his last show, in his first show in America, and he killed himself before the show.
Were you pissed off that you lost that money?
No, because it was other bands playing. But yeah, I was disappointed that he killed himself, and we never got to see him. But it was I think the Mighty Caesars played. It was a big show.
Kind of better.
I was going to ask Scott.
Sorry,
Chris.
I just kidding.
Fucking morbid sense of humor.
No, I don't mean like I never heard Screaming Lord Such, but I'm just saying because I liked my Caesar. Sorry.
I was going to ask Scotty, do you prefer collecting 45s or 12s?
45s are kind of what I gravitate towards. Anytime there's a LP out I don't have that I've been wanting for years, I'll pick it up for sure. Like I still buy them, but I don't know. It's a little more exciting to me to collect 45s, and they take up less space overall. So
yeah,
I don't know.
The best stuff's on 45s after you get to a certain point. After you get all the classic albums,
Yeah, that's kind of. I mean, I'm still missing plenty, but it's.
Yeah, I'm missing plenty too, but I'm missing, a couple of hundred will bring me up to par with albums, but there's thousands of 45s,
Yeah. And they're fun. Yeah, the B-sides are always good.
They're a lot of work.
Only
It's
maybe
good. It's good
DJing.
for me. I need
but
to.
if you're at home and you just grab a handful and just put them on, it's pretty easy. But if I'm trying to do a Hydra, it's a little tricky. But
Yeah. When I'm working from home, I play LPs, but on a Saturday when I'm moving around, I 45s.
Bring up Danny's comment real quick, John.
Yeah, I'll get that.
Danny said he picked up Vampire Circus. Yeah, because it's the only variant that you can find for Vampire Circus is on picture disc.
Oh, that was
What
good.
is that? I don't know what that is.
Good.
It's like Doom, Stoner Doom.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a spotlight on it a couple weeks ago, Chris. You're probably riding your skateboard.
No, I don't know if I watched it or I don't know. I must have missed it.
Yeah, but I tried to find it on standard like black, but you can't find it anywhere. Earthride shit has never been repressed. It's never been re-released. You know, I've talked about the frustration behind this kind of shit a lot, where you get shit like Dope Smoker. It's been repressed fucking a half a dozen times, and shit like Earthride has never ever been re-released. It's never been repressed.
What label's it on?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't. It's on a picture disc. So I don't. There's no information. It's in one of those clear kind of sleeves, and so that's my favorite LP by Earthride. So good that you picked that up, Danny. I think you'll like it for picture disc. It's pretty quiet considering, and it's a lot of fidelity in it. Also considering it's a picture disc. So
sounded great when you streamed it.
Yeah. It did sound pretty good. There's a little bit of the underground noise, like in the dead, the run in the beginning, but as soon as the music came on, it all disappeared. Yeah, that's about what I paid. I paid about $40 by the time I got it shipped here, and then it got shipped to my place. So somewhere between $35 and $40 should be okay. Oh, it's Southern Lord. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know why they've never been repressed. There'd be a lot of interest in it. I know as much interest that would be in like
And
anything by Sleep.
They put a lot of records out, so I'm surprised they haven't been more active with that. That's strange.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. It could be a contract issue. Maybe the label owns the rights, and it's I've said this before about the band Pooh Bah, the early '70s heavy rock band.
Yeah,
that they're the pinnacle of what they did was Steamroller, and he can't get that. He's trying to get it repressed, but the company owns the rights, like the label that he recorded it for owns the rights, and they just refuse to do anything with it. Although I have heard from Jim Gustafson from Pooh Bah that he has plans on getting Steamroller re-released, but that's a $600-700 LP if you can find it, because it was a very low run, and it was on some weird underground label at the time. So yeah, I wish they would focus more on that kind of stuff and stop re-releasing and the same thing over and over again with a different variant or different color or all these live things that they're doing now. They're really digging deep in that, at the bottom of the barrel to get some shit out.
JFA stuff like that too. The owner of JFA of the Placebo Records would put it out because he was sitting on thinking a bunch of money for it. Because I was that's when I saw JFA. Brian Brand was talking about how the owner was just sitting on. He thought it was worth a bunch of money, and this is like way past the bands. They're in San Diego, and they're way past when really anyone knew was going to care because they're such an old band. I think that's ridiculous. The old
and they're going to be too old to tour again. You should put it out because what are you talking? Pressing 1,000, 2,000 tops anyway.
They'd sell them, but yeah.
But Alternative Technical put that compilation out in 2010, which has the first record and some 7-inches on it, and that's all that ever got put out from JFA's reissue, I believe. They should do all of that stuff.
Right.
It's only that bootleg that's out.
So what about the rest of you guys? What's an album or a band, specifically, like if you could pick an album from a band that you'd love to have re-released that hasn't been repressed yet? Anybody have anything on their mind as far as that goes?
My big thing, and I'm totally against remixing albums, but Black Sabbath Born Again, I want it's one of my favorite records.
It's already in the works right now.
I've been wanting that record since the 80s, remixed right, and the potential in there, to see what it sounds like.
Remaster.
Yeah.
So there's a great example of something
not just master, but remix, and I've been waiting for that forever. And I would never want any record remixed because how it was put out is the product, it's the art, and I don't want to change that. I want to hear the original.
Not happy with Born Again.
I think they're doing both on that.
I'm happy with it, but it could have been there's so much potential in that record, and that's the one record I want to hear remixed.
Yeah,
That was the
lot of people do.
one time I ever scored in a thrift store. I found Black Sabbath
Yeah.
Born Again and a bunch of like Dio era stuff. I bought it all, of course, but
Yeah, there's a
the only time
bootleg
I've ever
out.
found anything at a
There's a
Goodwill.
bootleg out called the Manor Tapes, and it's their demos or like their studio tracks before they went to record it for the album of Born Again, and it's fantastic. Ian Gillan, it's his best vocal performance. It's so good, and the songs are way different when they did. And I don't know if it's demos, but whatever. And on the Manor Tapes is different than the album. Like the songs are longer, and it's a complete different feel. It's just fantastic.
Yeah,
But
you're right.
I love
That's one of the great things. That's one of the things that I still focus on is an anomaly within a band's discography. I've said that a bunch of times that I really like to hyper focus on that one. And like John was saying, Born Again is a perfect fucking example of that because it's so. I know people talk about a lot about how Black Sabbath is kind of proto metal, but we're talking like 80s feel like metal with Born Again. It's so
Yeah, they were so ahead of their time. He's doing like Kerry King, Slayer guitar solos, Tony Iommi on that record, and it's just so good. But unfortunately, it's muddy. It's not mixed right.
Yeah,
But I still love the record. Ian Gillan just giving it his all. Like he's trying to be a heavy metal guy, so he's just screaming and tearing his throat.
So the word is that
the
they're
Manor
gonna.
Tapes. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Finish.
The Manor Tapes, like Zero the Hero was the single, and it's like a nice 3-minute song. But when you hear the Manor Tapes, it's like a 7-minute song, and it becomes this like doomy groove thing, and it's completely different than the 3-minute kind of hit single. It's very interesting, but whatever. That's where I was going. But
yeah, so the word is, or what I heard was remixed and remastered. So
yeah,
I may be wrong, but that's what I.
You know, I believe you're right because they put out a CD years ago, like in the 90s or 2000s, that was remastered, but it was basically the same thing, just EQ difference.
About you, Randy? Any band out there that you'd like to have reissued that hasn't done anything since the first press?
I would like to see the the first three Stools albums.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say Carpenters again.
Oh my god, it's funny.
Yeah, they were all on, CDR or whatnot. It'd be cool.
About you, Scotty?
Oh man, I wasn't thinking. Come back to me. I'm the last one.
There's nobody else. It's just you now. Bring him up.
I'm brain dead right now. I'll come back to you later on that.
Yeah, hold on, Scotty. We'll go around.
You can email me later, Scotty.
All right, Scotty, you're up.
I don't know. They always come to me like in the moment, and I don't remember now. Like it's like, man, that needs to be reissued. I don't think there's anything like right at the forefront of my mind.
Yeah, that's a tough.
That's
a tough question there, man. It really is. I mean, you probably think of a ton tomorrow, but
yeah, I know I will.
Yeah, as soon as we're done, I'll be like, "Fuck! I just thought of 5 out."
Yeah.
Put me on the spot.
There's a lot of
everything
rare.
I like. It came from like a vinyl era, so there's copies out there, you know.
Yeah.
There's some rare singles that are just so much money. I wouldn't mind getting a reissue for $10.
Right, a reissue would be good of some of those. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's happened a lot within original presses and runs, and they're super. Maybe this might be a good subject, like original presses that have been out for a long time, and then just recently the band has repressed that album. How do you guys feel about the idea of spending, say, $200 on an album and then finding out 3 months later that the repress is coming out and it's only like $40?
Well, you should know better because it's always going to be repressed. Most of
do you
them,
feel like it's going to bring what are your thoughts on the possibility of bringing down the value of that original press that you spent all that money on?
I always like owning the originals, though.
Yeah, if I could afford the original, but I'm not against a repress because I just, I'm never going to have all the money to buy all the records, but a repress is fine by me, and then I'll check it off the list, but I've not seen long term the originals going down because there was a repress. You know, I look at that first Diamond Head record, Lightning to the Nations. They did a really nice repress, but the original just keeps going up.
Yeah, people still want the original stuff. You know.
Yeah.
I prefer
And
original.
sometimes the repress gives more interest to the record, so now the original's even more in demand.
No, that's an interesting point. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sean was asking about the remix. I don't know. There's a remix of Holy Diver
Yeah,
because I never considered there's anything wrong with the sound at all.
I actually talked to I think I told you guys, I don't know, but I went to the Dio documentary and I met Wendy Dio, his wife, and I was talking to her for a long time, and I was talking about more of Ronnie James Dio's 50s stuff, and she's like, "Oh, we're doing remixes of Holy Diver, and it's got a modern producer, and he's making it sound modern." And I'm like, I didn't say anything, but I bit my tongue. But I'm like, I don't want to hear remixes. I really hate remixes.
It doesn't seem like they could do any better. It already sounds good, in my opinion.
But even if it sounded bad, I mean, that's the product. I mean, I know I said what I said about Born Again, but that's my one exception out of 50,000 albums. But you know, the product is the product.
Yeah.
Changing the mix is like changing the guitar solo or changing the lyrics.
Especially when you don't have to. Like, if it comes out and it already sounds good and of the time, and it's specifically, it should be in that time frame.
But they're thinking, oh, we'll get the new kids if we can make it sound like 2022 and make it sound modern, but it's just going to sound dated in 5 minutes. Yeah.
What's the market? Who would, like, besides us, who would even be interested in that?
I don't know. Someone talked to Wendy Dio, put the bug in her ear. We should remix this. We'll give you this. And she's thinking money. And I just stayed out of it. But she was nice. I got to meet her. It was pretty cool.
What would Ronnie say?
They made a new cover for Holy Diver. What? See, now it's already sound. I don't know what it looks like, but it's already sounding weird to me that they would. Maybe they are doing what you're saying, John. Maybe they're trying to pick up a new demographic of people or something. I don't know why they would.
I remember Iron Maiden put out new covers for those early records. Like, they updated them. But I mean, the music was the same, but they changed the. I don't get it. I guess just for collectors.
Freshening it up, or I don't get it. It doesn't seem like you'd have to freshen anything like that up.
You see that a lot in the punk records, man. That, you know, like the classic punk records where they're remixed and stuff. It's like, why, man? You know,
the only time I like it is when I'm putting stuff in Discogs. It's like, okay, that's not my album cover. There's 15 copies of my album cover. You know,
they remixed the first Suicidal record, and when I heard it, the newer version of it was like hearing the record for the first time all over again. It blew me away. I have
so that's a great example of something you could improve on.
Yeah, it's fucking blew me away because like the original pressing I listened to it was like, it's hard, but the remix is amazing. It sounds like being 16 all over again.
Okay, cool. I wish he sounded like that live now. I just saw him on. He was at some festival.
They're a horrible band now. I don't never see them.
I mentioned it on my last stream. He's running around and he's doing this the whole time. I'm like, just stand fucking still and sing. You wouldn't be so winded.
I have a lot of respect for the Muir Brothers, a lot, but
I don't think anybody's in that band besides Mike.
Yeah,
honestly.
he's probably it.
I think that's it.
When Rocky George left, I was done. Like, I had.
Oh, and it's I keep forgetting the original bass player's name. He's in Metallica.
Bobby Or is it Louis
Trujillo?
Robert Trujillo. He's not the original.
His his son is playing in Suicidal now.
Metallica. Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They kind of switch spots.
Hellfest. Hellfest was they were streaming that on the Rock Palace channel on YouTube.
I watched GBH at Hellfest today. That's cool.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I was like, wow, I didn't even know it was on.
They have a newer record I've never really heard. I'm kind of afraid listening to it.
Yeah, I haven't kept up with
GBH. I wouldn't buy any of their new records, but
I heard it was good, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be slower than their old stuff. Not much energy, but I'm afraid to listen to it. I'm sure it's okay.
Yeah, I can't keep up with these new bands. It's like buying Chuck Berry records from the 70s. It's just not important. You know, they could be good, but I want to hear Chuck Berry in the 50s. I want to hear GBH in the 80s. You know,
the Great 28.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need.
I bought a Stalag 13 record. It was their new record for the cover art, because the cover art is rad. It's a skeleton on a skateboard. It's totally 80s, but the album is like generic modern punk. It was not even good.
You know, there's a lot of instances out there with bands where the companies. A good example, just one that pops into my head is there are more than a few Mahogany Rush LPs that CBS owns. They won't sell it. You know, Marino's offered to buy it. He either can't afford it or they won't sell it to him.
It's
It's
so
more
weird.
like they won't sell it to him. So, question is, record companies that keep this material and do absolutely nothing with it. I can never understand why that you would keep such like a hallmarked album that you know would sell regardless, because it has a specific place and time. It's like the one of the first in its line to do like something unique, but a record label keeps it and just shelves it for
They
no.
have
Like,
they
what
kept
is the
spending
reason?
money on it.
Because
I
they
don't know. They
can.
just not worth their money to even,
Yeah.
you know, they
Yeah,
have,
yeah.
they probably own hundreds of thousands of records,
That's
and
true.
to worry about something they might make $6,000 on or something, it's just not worth it. Just
that's a good
hold
point.
on to it. Eventually, someone will buy the catalog and or lease a certain thing out. You know,
That's a
at
bummer.
least that's not
If
worth it.
that's
That
actually
sucks.
what they're thinking, that's a bummer.
That
Man.
sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's the story of the world. I mean, not everything is, you know, think of all your records. None of that's reissued, or 80% of it isn't reissued. You know,
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
just
Any
if you
funny,
wanted to, just if you wanted to get Blondie records, for an example, like all her records aren't reissued. You know, someone's, you know, they're sitting on that. Whoever owns that nowadays, like,
They're
Aren't
putting
those
out a
like
box
Gecko?
set
Those
soon.
are like a lot of them.
okay, there you go. But so,
Numero Records is putting out a box set,
but you know what I mean.
otherwise, yeah, I don't
Just
think
pick
any.
a,
some of those weren't
random
reissued.
band, and
That's true, John. That's true.
I mean,
New
they don't have
Anvil.
to-
Are those guys even fucking relevant anymore? I watched that documentary, and it's one of those documentaries where you really feel you get kind of these weird kind of douche chills, and you feel
I felt bad for him.
it's embarrassing a little bit. It's like that fucking Thor guy. That fucking documentary was such a downer, man. It's
I
about.
like that doc. I thought it was good.
Yeah,
It's,
that was
I'm
good.
not saying it wasn't
Michael
good. I'm just saying
Kilmer,
that
right?
dude's life is fucking pathetic, man.
Yeah.
It's like give it up already. Just get a fucking job pumping gas.
well, he did. I'm sure he has a job. You know, I mean, he wasn't
probably
just
pumping gas.
living off those 3 tours, but yeah, I don't know. I saw Thor twice. Yeah, I thought he was great. You know,
I think Thor in like early '80s probably would have been fun, but not Thor
Yeah.
any time after.
oh, it
that.
was fantastic. We had a ball. I'm telling you, it was so much fun. You know,
He's
he
sending
was
Kilmer all
fighting
of his,
zombies and stuff. It was-
all of his
a couple of the
archives.
shows on the documentary I was at. Oh, one of the shows I was at in the documentary.
Ash
You
is
guys-
bringing up a good point. Sam is bringing up a good point.
And Tuco, I don't know if you know, Tuco was the bass player on the tour
That's
in
right.
the movie.
I forgot about that.
Was he?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
played with Thor on one of the. I think they filmed 2 tours, maybe. But he's the bass player. Yeah, I saw Tuco before I knew him, but he was on stage.
Maybe he didn't want anybody to know.
No, he'll tell you.
I think he just blew him out of the water, John.
No, he's not ashamed of it. It's a great. It was a great tour. I'm telling you, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Thor and the
Yeah,
Ass Boys.
yeah.
Badlands is never getting reissued. You know the deal with that, right, Sam?
No, what's the deal with that?
Badlands, the singer, what's his name, Ray Gillen, who actually sang with Sabbath. I saw him sing with Sabbath, but he had AIDS and he had sex with a whole bunch of girls and gave a whole bunch of people AIDS, and they got sued. They got sued, and it was the album could never be reissued, and money could never go to Ray Gillen's family or estate. So there was some sort of court deal. The album's never getting reissued. It's
think he
kind of
gave
hush
Chris-
hush.
Didn't he give Chris AIDS?
No, a bunch of girls. But I mean, it was he knew he had AIDS, and he just kept sleeping with people. It was a horrible, horrible thing. But
I saw a
Badlands
documentary, a porn
cannot be
documentary,
reissued.
and they were showing this one. They focused on this one guy in this documentary about porn, and they were tracing back like this one dude had fucking HIV and gave it to all these chicks that he banged in these pornos, and they literally took all the footage and they said, this is the exact time that this chick got AIDS from this fucking guy.
Wow,
Yeah.
Here's the scene. Here's
that's
when he does his thing. This is when this chick got AIDS. It was really fucked up, dude.
I couldn't watch. It'd be hard to watch.
I forget what it was called.
AIDS is like the cold nowadays, though. They got shit for it. You know?
Is
Like
it?
a Sucrets or something.
Let's just go old school cold, man.
Maybe live. I don't know.
Yeah, Magic is still
Take
around.
Robitussin for AIDS
Yeah.
now? I don't think so.
Robitussin. You got to be careful, but they definitely came a long way on that shit. You know, from the 80s, it was like,
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah. Everyone was dead. Yeah.
There's a death sentence. Yeah.
I'm amazed that Magic Johnson's still alive. That blows me away. He's like the longest living person with that I've ever probably.
Just shows you what money can do, man.
I know. And it's probably the point of that South Park episode too.
Yeah.
No, that was it though with him. He poured a lot of money.
Does it?
That-
Get that put on a bumper sticker.
That's funny.
Quote of the night.
Doesn't Charlie Sheen have HIV now too, or something?
Yeah.
He's
a
still
douche.
he's still alive.
He did the same thing, giving it to people. Such a douche.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? These Hollywood people.
I can't watch him at all anymore. It's gross.
Hey, I can't remember the guy's name, but I was watching. My wife was watching this TV show out there on YouTube, and it was you know, the guy that did the he would trap the predators, you know.
Oh,
and they'd
yeah.
come in. What's that guy's name? He was on like NBC
remember
or
his
whatever. Anyway, he was boning this 22-year-old chick, right? So he wasn't really practicing what he was preaching because he was like in his 50s and he was boning this 22-year-old.
It's
And
illegal though.
well, they got wind of it and they fired him.
I mean, it's
right?
legal.
And this whole documentary shows like the his struggle to get back, you know, and then he could never get
Yeah,
back, and then he got a YouTube channel, and then he got burnt on that. He got like strikes all the time because people hated him, always reporting him, you know. But he had a multi-million-dollar apartment in Manhattan. He ended up getting kicked out of because he wasn't paying it, you know. But he told all these people on his YouTube account, you know, patrons, hey, give me, you know, $85 here. We'll get you this. And as soon as I get this up and running, I'll send you all this stuff. Well, it started going up, and he never made good of, you know, what said he was going to do. And people just turned on him, and I'm sure he's in a gutter now.
That's what I'm going to do with these shirts. I'm actually just looking to get some free money, and I'll send you all my old left socks.
Right. Actually, people, if you buy it now within the next 10 minutes, Aaron will send you one of his old left socks.
Specifically the left one.
Chris Hansen. Yeah, Chris Hansen comes on Grown Man
Chris
Records.
Hansen, that's who it is. Yeah.
Vinnie Vincent, what? Did he give somebody AIDS? Is he still alive, that guy?
Yeah. He's bad shape.
Is he in bad shape? Is he sick?
They tried to have him do some of those conventions or something. I saw him, and he just looks like a woman. He looks like a heavy woman now, and I guess he didn't show up, or I don't know. He looks really bad, like druggy recluse kind of guy. I'm not saying he's on drugs, but there's some funny footage of him.
He's on something. He's just a tiny little guy, ain't he?
No. I mean, he might be short, but he looks like a big woman.
So same height, doubled in width.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
it's interesting look.
Yeah,
man.
that's right. Yeah, he promises fans lots of stuff. Took the money and never delivered. Yeah, I think he was supposed to do like signed on to these Kiss conventions or these like set of shows and didn't show up.
That sounds like an old blues song, man.
It's worth checking out if you're ever bored on YouTube. Look up the Vinnie Vincent stuff.
Scotty, what do you, I'm going to ask what you're smoking. I don't think it's so much what you're drinking.
Well, that too, but I did start the day with some mojitos when the sun was out.
BBW.
Oh, mojitos.
I went from mojitos to Negronis throughout most of the show.
Wow.
And then
Do you have to buy fresh mint? Do you buy the mint?
I have mint out back. So I just picked it right out back.
Scotty, can you come over
That's
my
great.
house next time for the Hydra and make me some?
And this is a hazy IPA. That's why it's kind of.
I'd like to
I'll
have
tell
a
you
mojito.
Wow.
This girl that helps my wife out, for Christmas she got me one of those hydroponic 6 plant starters, you know. And I haven't grown any weed in it yet, but it came with like some herbs and stuff like that. And mint was a big one. And I'm thinking, what the hell am I going to do with this stuff, you know?
Mint flavored weed.
No, just mint.
Yeah, I'd want to make mojitos.
But anyway, so I had a good idea, So I got my tomato seeds. I put them in there, to get them started. Those things were, at least a foot tall within 3 weeks. So I transplanted them, and now they're, 4 foot tall. They're already flowering outside. It's amazing, man. But I planted, after I got rid of that stuff, put it outside, I planted 2 things of catnip and then a bunch of chives, for right now. And then
You can grow catnip?
You got to start
yeah,
growing
dude.
vegetables.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
The way inflation's going, you got to start growing.
I know it, man.
Randy, do you smoke catnip?
I don't know. I've never tried it, but I'm
Yeah.
willing.
Mikey's right. Scotty is refined. I'm over here
Not
drinking
always.
beer and doing
It's a
shots.
Saturday night.
Catnip
I
is
put
like
a little more effort into Saturdays.
kitty cocaine. I'll tell you
I
one
know,
better.
I'm like mailing it in, dude. It sucks.
One better for cats. I told the story. I don't know if I told it on here, but I was trimming a honeysuckle tree down. It took a shit out in the front. I cut it down and I cut all of it up in the logs. I was going to burn it, right? And my cat came up on these logs and he's gripping this thing, just licking it like a popsicle, And so my wife took some in to this other lady that has a bunch of cats, where she worked years ago. And the cats just freaked out over this stuff.
Is it safe for them?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a tree,
Well, some plants are poisonous for cats. So
no, it's just, this is the actual like wood, piece of wood. But I just cut a branch down outside early spring, man, and I got all the wood stacked up on the deck, to burn. And my cats they're glued to it, man, So I think I got a new thing here. I'm just gonna put it through the wood chipper and sell it as
my cat likes
honeysuckle for
shoes.
cats.
We used to find those honeysuckle bushes, and if you take that flower and snip it off at the bottom, and then right where it tapers down to its narrowest point, if you
Smoke
just
it?
take your fingers and pinch it, and you pull that little that
Distal.
stamen out of there at the
Distal.
bottom. There's some it's what the
Sweet.
yeah, super sweet. It's like sugar. Yeah, so that's what all the honey, the hummingbirds, they go in there and grab it out of the.
Yeah, they smell good in the spring. That's for sure.
They smell great. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things about riding the motorcycle early. Besides the horse piss and the bugs flying in your eyeball, would be
You in
things like
Amish country?
hyacinth and honeysuckle, wild hyacinth on the side of the road, honeysuckle bushes. You drive by. There's some good smells when you're riding.
Sweet.
Hey, anyone else can join us, by the way, if
Yeah, if
I don't know,
anybody else
Aaron
wants to
can put out
come
another
up,
link,
yeah.
or it's if you zip up, it's out there. But
I'll pop another
it's
one
late
in
at
there.
night, no one's gonna see. Just
Hey,
hang out.
Aaron, I don't want to put you on the spotlight or anything, so you can just deny it or whatnot. But how'd the date go? Is it like gonna continue, or is it just a fling?
What date?
What date?
It must not have gone very well.
You already
One day.
It was let's just say that there was a little bit of misinformation and
Aaron didn't put out
some bad advertising on her part. Yeah. Let's just say don't put your glamour shots up as your fucking profile picture. Let's just leave it at that, okay?
I remember my nephew. He was
It didn't go good, Randy.
he ran away. He ran away from home to go meet this chick in Illinois that he met online, And he was telling me, he told me this later on in life, but he said she opened the door and this chick was like, 350 pounds, not the girl that he's seen the pictures of, and he was bummed out. He had
Yeah. It was a bummer. Yeah, because the one I saw was like from like here up.
Yeah.
And then
Was
other
it a
ones.
dude, Aaron?
It technically, I'm not really sure, honestly, but she was not what let's just say she wasn't what I expected. That's
No
all.
wonder.
It was like a
No
lady.
wonder. No wonder Aaron came home and he wanted to do a stream that night.
You expect one thing and you get another, and you're like, how do I sublimate
switch
now? I don't
out.
know what to fucking do. I can't go to bed. I've already taken an extremely hot shower.
5 times.
This water can't get hot enough.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting up there in age, and it's maybe thinning out a little bit. The prospects. It's not easy dating when you're 50. It's maybe I should just bring the age limit down, make it like 25 to 40 instead
You
of.
just start lying saying you're 30.
I think anybody over 30 is old nowadays.
Yeah,
Hey,
maybe.
that's true. That's a rule. If that happens to you, what happened to you, you can do that to somebody now. You can take a shot of your face and then put like a Arnold Schwarzenegger body on it.
Or show a picture from like 25 years ago.
Yeah, that's how Facebook is, man. All the girls I went to school with, man, I'm like, damn, man, they still look good. But then look at the date when the picture was taken. They haven't put anything up in the last 15 years.
Like, I don't think they have that hairstyle anymore. She's got quite a big. It is what it is, man.
Randy, did you know anyone from Heartland? A good friend of mine. I know him from Brighton. They live in Brighton now, but his older brother's probably your age, but he was in Heartland at the time.
Who is it? Last name?
His name Spangler,
No.
Derek Spangler. He lives in Whitmore Lake, probably not far from you.
I remember I liked this chick when I worked at Myers. In high school.
That's a good
And,
example.
Who was that guy from Heartland that ended up playing with the Los Angeles Rams? He played at Michigan. What the hell is his name?
Irrelevant.
Mark Mesner. You guys ever heard of him? Anyway, I was like hot on her trail, man. I was like, I want to ask her out and stuff. And then I found out somebody came up to me and says, "Hey, man, easy with her. She's her boyfriend's Mark Mesner." I'm like, "Oh shit!" He's a big dude, man.
You should have said so. Who cares? I thought you were a badass.
She didn't care.
And then secretly,
I was at a wedding once, and a similar thing happened where I was talking to a girl. It was the cousin of the bride and everything, and I was like, it felt like things were going well here in this conversation. Then some guy shows up.
Oh, great!
Like his hands were twice as big as mine, and it turned out he was what's the mixed martial arts thing?
Oh yeah,
he did that, and like he did it. Whatever the show is on TV, I don't watch it, so I don't really know. But like he won fight of the night when they show. Like, so he was good at this. And anyways,
yeah,
I was talking to the wrong girl.
That, man.
Howard.
Yeah. You want someone that looks like Vinnie Vincent, then you won't have to worry so much.
That's
So,
funny.
I don't know, complete unrelated, but Ed Hollis, I think their manager, Eddie and the Hot Rods. His brother was Mark Hollis, who was in Talk Talk.
Oh, good band.
Huh.
Just random fact.
Random
Cool.
fact.
I like Talk Talk. It's
I
it's
like
a little,
Talk Talk a lot. And
Yeah.
I also have I don't know if I want to dig for it, but the Reaction, it was Mark Hollis's first band. It was like a power pop band. They did one 7-inch single.
Yeah, that power pop's cool stuff, man. Love it.
It's hit or miss to me. Like a lot of the American stuff, the Beatle jangly stuff, I don't care for. But if it has that
Yeah.
little bit of a punker edge, upbeat,
Yeah.
it's hit or miss. Power pop.
A little bit of mod in it or something.
Yeah, if it's good and it's rocking, I dig it. But I can't say I just like power pop across the board.
No, I was going to say it's a weird. Just the name alone, the definition alone of it makes me kind of cringe. So I don't. There may be power pop that I actually like, but I don't know how to specifically. Is there any specific definition of what that actually is, and what is the time frame? Like when did it start?
I guess it's some 70s or even early 70s. I guess it started, but what we call power pop would be the early 80s.
Yeah, if you watch the
Fanatic.
documentary on the power pop, it actually started off with the Beatles. And
Yeah,
then Rascals and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I think it started its influence off the Beatles and
Yeah.
Buddy Holly, but I don't think the Beatles are power pop. We're going
No.
back. You know,
yeah, that's
I
kind of
think
retroactively naming.
the raspberries would be the first. Blue
Yeah.
Ash, you know, those would be like proto power
Yeah.
pop. But I
So
think it would be like the
Big
Knack.
Star.
It's
Yeah,
not
Big
genre
Star.
specific then.
It's a sound, almost. Even some Cheap Trick could be almost in that.
Right.
But like,
Yeah.
think of the Knack, Greg Kinn Conspiracy,
Yeah.
as far as maybe some Romantics, as far as the bigger bands, the Cars, even a little bit.
Yeah, I put Cheap Trick in my power pop section.
Yeah, yeah, but they're not 100%, you know, because they have
Yeah.
rock songs and
Right.
but yeah, they definitely.
Yeah.
But there's
I
a lot
guess
of
when I hear
great
power
stuff.
pop.
Like the Boys. The Boys are almost have a good amount of power pop in them that you
Yep.
played tonight. You know,
Well,
even
there's
though
a
they're kind of
lot-
punk.
Yeah, the
Yeah, a lot
boys,
of
the only ones, kind of had a
Yeah.
little bit of
A lot
that.
of the UK power pop is definitely punk. You know, it could teeter right on that razor's edge.
Yeah, they had more of that mod sound, that the sharp chords, whereas the American power pop was a little more of that jangly Beatles sound, which
Yeah.
I think it's weird the things you think about when you hear a certain phrase. When I hear power pop, I think 80s. I don't know why, but that's
yeah, no, it
maybe
is
because
80.
I grew
You're
up in the
absolutely
80s
right.
and, you know,
Yeah,
I think
79 to
was
83.
that like the high
is
water mark, so to speak, for power
78.
pop? Was it? So it's not genre specific, but was that like the crescendo? Was that
Yeah,
the high
you
point
would
for-
say like 78 to 83 would be the power pop era. The
Yeah.
2.5 minute songs, guys with thin ties, sharp
skinny
chords.
ties.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I love? You know what I love about those albums, like 78 to 83, is like you can get them for $3. You know,
Some of
And-
them. Some of those power pop records go for like, you know, a couple $100
Yeah.
a single, depending.
yeah. Well, depending on what it is, yeah, for sure. But like the shoes and stuff like that, $3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
the
a lot of
Susie
records.
Quest on cheap. I got like
That's a good record here.
Crash City Kids not too long ago. That cost.
I got this for $4, and it had new wave punk, you know, but it was Billy Karloff and the Extremes.
Yeah, that's
I love that cover. That's a suit.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, a lot of telephones, vintage radios, and thin ties.
Yeah.
Split ends at maybe a little more pop than power, but I think they could be loosely categorized as that.
yeah, no. Great group though.
Yeah, maybe some songs.
Yep.
All power pop.
No, we didn't say so.
Scotty, you have this record?
I don't. I think I've seen you show this before. Can you make
This is probably, I'd put this up there with 2020 as one of the best power pop records. This is Ian North,
Oh right,
but he
yeah,
was Milk and
I saw him.
Cookies.
I
but-
have Milk and Cookies. I've got all their.
Yeah, well, this is him in like 79. This is absolutely killer.
Man, I didn't,
Killer
I didn't
power
know
pop.
anyone. I didn't know anybody
Yeah.
from that band did anything else. That's cool.
Yeah, I think one of the guys played with Roxy Music. The bass player played with Roxy Music and Sparks.
Really.
Yeah, you know,
So they're-
through
Later
the
on,
years,
yeah.
not. But
Yeah,
that
I've seen
record,
Roxy. I bought a ticket. I can't believe they're playing at an arena.
yeah, I have a
I've
ticket for them too.
seen
Yeah,
Brian and Ferry a lot, but never Roxy.
Who was it? Earl Mankey?
Milk and Cookies.
No, what was that guy from the Sparks?
Oh.
That Earl Mankey. He produced a lot of stuff too, but he broke off from the Sparks early on. But he wrote a lot of their songs.
yeah. The Milk and Cookies is a great record, man. I think it's a great record. But
Yeah, I got a double
he's-
LP.
he's got two records, Ian North, but this Neo one is fantastic. If you like power pop, it's not gonna be punk, but it's power pop. But it's all rock and roll. No crap or pop in there, you know.
Yeah.
Got the link
I got
up.
a pretty cool reissue of that Milk and Cookies. It's a gatefold,
Oh wow.
a double. Because I think they've reissued at a different time where it's a single. Maybe I don't know.
I got the OG. It's got the nice inner sleeve. Yeah.
What's that, Scotty?
I
What's
saw
that got
them.
on it? Demos and stuff on it too, or
So the second, been a while since I've played the second one, but I think the second one has some demos. 45. Yeah, the first disc plays at 33 and the second at 45, which fucks shit up too.
That wouldn't
Yeah.
go over well on here, man.
Scotty, I saw them live. They did one reunion in Brooklyn, and I saw them. It was great. It was everyone except Ian North, the whole band, and they sounded just like the record.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So what are you guys listening to recently? Anything new? What do you got, Chris? What are you listening to lately? What's the last thing you spun? You still got that out on deck or what?
I can't even think of anything.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
have been listening to some weird stuff in the car. I'm a courier, so I listen to music in the car. I'm listening to like the band Paranoid in the car, like fast stuff, Negative Gain, Gary Newman a lot. I've only heard Cars and Metal, I think.
Yeah.
And I need to buy that record now. A lot in the car, actually.
Yeah, Gary Newman's great.
Yeah.
Two-Way Army stuff is fantastic if you don't have that.
I don't really know his music except for obviously Cars. It was huge.
Oh, Two-Way Army
on 8-track.
Yeah, you got to get the Two-Way Army stuff. He's
Yeah, that's
fantastic.
2 albums. Or...
Where is that?
Right.
I saw Gary Newman a few times. So I see him in Boston, and he's doing his 80s hits. But I saw him in England, and he's huge, and there was people dressing like people who look like him, and like all these like rabid fans. It was like it was a fucking experience.
Oh,
I bought this one in the 80s. This thing's been with
can't
me
even
ever
bought-
since.
We make you big.
And
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, I need that one
yeah.
right there.
I've got that. Yeah.
This one's Eye Assassin. It's pretty good. But
I've
all
seen
my
that in
records-
Discogs. I've
all the
never heard
records
of
I
it.
bought
I don't have that.
when I was in like junior high and high school, every one of them was a cutout because they were like $2, So
Yeah, get
Have
well.
you seen
Eric.
Erg, A Music War, the video?
Yeah. Where he comes out in the car. Let me bring
Yeah,
you
he
down.
comes out in the car. That's a great movie anyway.
Very
Like,
cool.
he has the cramps. The cramps are in there. And
There you go, Chris.
Oingo Boingo.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I don't have an 8-track, but that's cool though.
Yeah. It actually sounds really fucking good too.
Yeah.
he's good. He's still good, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I started listening to some like that keyboard sound that he has of other bands, and was that new wave? I don't even call that synth. And I tried to like that.
I call it new wave. Not necessarily Gary Newman, but a lot of it's called techno pop, the original stuff.
Yeah.
Synth pop, techno pop. Probably a better
Yeah.
name for it, though. Yeah.
I don't know. That genre's new to me.
Yeah, he uses
My-
the same 3 notes on his keyboard. Pretty much every song he just alternates
Yeah,
the 3.
That
Some of those-
pretty much, but it's great.
Some of those keyboards you couldn't play 2 notes at the same time. The electronics would only let you do 1 key at a time.
Yeah. What is that? They call that what, polyphonic or something like
Yeah. Polyphonics to multiple, and I don't remember what the one is, but like the Wasp, like all these. And there's
Yeah.
only so many keyboards, so all the sounds start getting familiar, and they had pre-programmed sounds, the Juno 6, so you'd hear it. No, that's Duran Duran, that's Depeche Mode.
I think they're the looking it up right now. I think they were the last band to play at the Roxy in the UK, in London.
Who's
Where they
that?
closed. Two-Way Army. Sorry.
Oh, really?
My mind was on Two-Way Army.
that.
I'm about 10 seconds behind.
Scotty's got his own natural lag, let alone the internet lag. That adds 10 seconds. So he's 20 seconds behind about.
Yeah. Well, when I think Gary Newman, I still think like Two-Way Army is what I listen to usually.
So is that a band? Like, is that just what his band was, or something he did later? I don't understand the Two-Way Army.
No, he was in Two-Way Army first, and it was much more punk, but it still
Okay.
had the Gary Newman sound. And then he left and had his big hits,
Okay.
and
Kind
became
of like
huge.
Billy Idol did with Generation X.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Then, all right. I didn't understand the whole
Right.
deal.
Yeah, and then not Two-Way Army weren't like obscure, like Generation X wasn't obscure. They were pretty decent sized band.
Yeah. Yeah, they had they were released over here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure mine's a US cutout.
Now I know John's been going to a lot of shows. Anybody else got any shows lined up? Any shows you guys want to see?
I saw one that I know John saw. I saw Kraftwerk on Sunday.
Oh, that was fun, right?
Oh yeah, it was fun. And I'm
Didn't you come up on the stream right after you got back from that show?
I came up on your stream. Yeah, it was maybe Hydra or Cerebus.
Yeah.
Cerebus. Yeah.
and Circle Jerks after it's been postponed.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
Circle Jerks is coming up finally.
It's never gonna happen.
Got me. I said I got
I've seen them before. I saw them like 20 years ago, but
yeah, I saw them. Yeah, they were really good then. They were still
Who's
kind of
original
young.
in the band now? Just Keith.
Yeah, but Xander Kloss has been with them for he's not original, but he's been with them forever. And Greg Hedson.
Oh, okay.
Guys have been in there for 30 something years.
yeah, it's
40
Keith
years.
Morris and Hedson are the two original guys.
I kind of prefer later Circle Jerks for some reason rather than the first two records. I mean, I like all the
But
records.
Xander
I love
Schloss has been in there since like Golden Shower at least, right?
Yeah, he's been early. Yeah.
Bring up Mikey's comment real quick.
He's in
sorry,
Xander's
I'm
in
behind the
Repo
comment.
Man, I think.
Yes, he is.
I recently checked out this
Shit hits the fan.
I'm sorry, John.
Who am I bringing up? What am I looking
Bring up
at?
Mikey's the last comment. Grown man.
Oh, the last one. Yeah.
Comment. Elder. I
he's going
recently
to a
listened to the two bands got together, Elder and Cadaver, and they put out an album. And I'll just say I was fucking pretty disappointed. It was really ethereal. It was super mellow, and I was expecting more. It's more of a newer Elder feel than it was anything to do with Cadaver. So I was super disappointed by it, man. Anybody hear that album? Eldover, I think they call it.
No, I don't know it.
Elder's pretty
the
good.
two
The band
bands
I'm not
and-
into, but
Earlier Elder is cool, but they're getting a little watery. You know what I mean?
I was listening to one the other day that was really good. I don't remember if it was early or not. I don't know if I knew.
Yeah. Like John said, start at the first album if you ever want to check a band out.
Yeah, so for Father's Day, my wife got me Mission UK and the Chameleons tickets, and also a different date, John Cooper Clarke. So that should be cool.
Are the Chameleons playing with Mission UK?
With the Mission UK, yeah,
yeah.
Hey, remember that? You know that song, like "Over the Hills, Far Away."
Mhm.
So when I was stationed in Utah, we were skiing up in
Produced by John Paul Jones.
Snowbird or Alta, one of those big mountains. Anyways, I had that cassette going in my Walkman, right? And I had my little headphones on, and I was in a tuck, and I was flying down this hill, man. Not a care in the world, right? And then over the hills and far away, I'm just jamming on this thing, and I'm coming. The ski lift cuts like right here, so I'm cutting over, like crossing it, you know. And just as I'm going over where all the ski lift people are on, I caught an edge right on my ski, and I fucking rolled. It seemed like for 150 yards, man. I mean, I bit it. I was hurting. My headphones were busted in half.
Sonny Bono.
And I remember
He's still here, so
I remember just getting up and looking to see if anybody's seen me first. And then I just threw my headphones into the trees. I was so pissed, but I'll never forget that, man. That song going, and I'm just feeling good. And then, man,
yeah, let me show this to Eric real quick. He just said his
it
comment
on.
is he just listened to the two May Blitz
May
albums.
Blitz, yeah.
And these are ones I hate to keep going back to 8-tracks, but these are one of the first. This
I know that
exists on
Yeah,
8-track,
it's a
but
big album, yeah.
I had
I was
that
thinking
guy.
I didn't know May Blitz, but seeing the artwork, it's like, yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, so I had this guy make these up for me. And
Turn that around again. Let's see that cover. So that was Aaron. That was Aaron's date last week.
It actually was. She said she was Dawn, but her name was May for real. So
Showed up looking like
I got fucked
Freddie
on that
Jackson.
one. And here's the other one, Eric. 2nd of May. Let's see.
Yeah, I got.
Do you have the Birth Control record? Do you know that band?
No.
Yeah, I got that
Yeah.
one.
Do you remember the cover of that chick?
Oh yeah, yeah.
No.
That's a great cover, man.
Yeah, that's another 70s, like 70s heavy band.
Thanks,
all-
Randy, by the way, for
He's
that
all bent
visual.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a great title for that picture, for an album, Birth Control.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry. Getting out of hand here.
But that's a pretty good like 1970s, hard and heavy record, Birth Control.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So were those May Blitz LPs that
Yeah. I only
Eric
heard
was
the
talking
first. I think I have it on my iPod. I don't own it, but yeah, I know it.
Yeah, I remember back when I got, first started watching VC videos, a lot of those like that May Blitz was
Yeah, pretty
huge.
popular.
Everybody
a
was showing
popular
that
one.
stuff, but you don't see much of that stuff being shown anymore.
Yeah,
Different
some of those
crowd.
that went viral in the VC back
Yeah.
then, or you don't see it at all anymore. Klaatu,
Yeah.
one everyone showed for a while.
yeah, Can was a big one they were showing
Can,
for a
yeah.
while.
Dead Can
Cla-
Dance.
Plateau, they were supposed to have been the Beatles in disguise or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see that much in the VC anymore.
Yeah.
Do you know the
Maybe for the
Trigger
best.
record?
Which one?
Trigger.
Trigger, no.
Let me find that. So this is a truly great hard rock album. It's almost power poppy, but this band was supposed to be Kiss. When I was a kid, this is on Casablanca, and this is what's supposed to be Kiss, like without their makeup. And because they were called Trigger, it came out when Love Gun came out, and you could almost kind of imagine like that's Gene, there's
Right.
Paul, there's
Right.
Ace, and there's Peter Criss. But it was on Casablanca too. It's on Casablanca, but the rumors were this was Kiss. But this is a great
Rumors
record
were
you can get for pretty cheap.
That's like Paul McCartney was rumored to be in The Residents.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, looking at it now, it's absolutely ridiculous. But when you're 12 years old or 11
Yeah,
years old,
I
and
can see
older
it.
kids are telling you this, you believe it.
What's
Which
up,
Paul
Chris?
McCartney's in Residence? The pre-dead Paul or the new Paul? No, 'cause
Yeah,
the,
right. It was the
Paul.
dead Paul, I
the
think.
tale
Yeah,
of two
that-
Pauls.
That's fall.
Gotta love Beatles fans. That's just funny.
I tell you what, people back then were paranoid, thinking all this stuff, I think they were just too high, they were smoking too many drugs, and but it's good. It's good
That's
to
what
have that
happens.
stuff, though,
I'm trying to increase the production value of the show, so
To make it worse.
to make it worse. Hold on, let me make it worse.
Oh, he's doing the big.
That makes it worse for sure.
Now it's worse.
Now it's horrible.
Viewer count just went up. Just went up by 2.
Did
That's
it? Oh my
cool.
God, let's
Yeah.
bring Chris back up again.
Yeah, what are we at?
We can stare at his vent in the ceiling. I want to tell you to dust that ceiling vent so bad.
I have. That won't come cleaner. I have a few times.
Call Juan. He'll paint that ceiling for you. Every apartment complex has a Juan working for him.
A wand. I don't think we have a wand.
No.
No. I think we have a Carlos.
Carlos. It's like Joe. Yeah, we're still here. I don't know. We're struggling. I got the straw. It's just the water line's coming right to the end of that straw, but
Do
we're
I
still
need
here.
to go pull some records?
Yeah,
See what I've got.
yeah, we got to do something.
Do somebody dance quick.
Come on, Randy, pull a hip.
I heard that. I heard you were on Vance's show recently, John.
Vance got a show?
I don't remember. He had maybe.
You don't remember? You don't.
I remember talking to him one night. It wasn't very much, he just was on and we were chatting. I think it was like after a gig or something. I came home. It was like 1 a.m, but it was nothing.
I didn't get to see it.
I can't even remember. I think it was just me and him chatting.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I saw a show. I think I came home late and he was on. I said hey to him. I don't know. I can't remember.
I
Come
miss
on up,
all
Eric.
those late night shows. John, you usually go on pretty late at night.
Yes, I did it a couple. I've only streamed maybe 7 times. You know,
Yeah.
I did a couple of day shows when I had the days off, but
Mm.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, I'm getting back to being pretty busy too, man. But you know,
I need
am
to.
gonna do
I need to work 6 days to make the money now. You know.
yeah, most of us do, man. There
Yeah,
you
I
go.
was off for a week, man. You know, and then you kind of feel guilty not working. You know. So,
Go ahead.
So this turned 25 yesterday. Ween the Mollusk.
I know nothing about this band. I heard one album where they put out country music, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Do you know that album, Scotty?
This do I? But yeah, I know this album. I own it.
So, what? Tell me what they're about, because I know they're not about country.
They're weird.
Yeah,
Are
every
they
song
weird?
is a little different. They can kind of hit every genre, and they do a lot of jokey songs, but with like really good talent. You know, it kind of sucks to even think of them as a joke band because they're better than that. You know, but some of their lyrics are kind of they make you laugh. You know, kind of thing.
Are you anxious right now because you're enlarged?
Yeah, it is actually. I keep thinking it's gonna go back,
It
and
is.
then it's not.
Back. It's back.
But I have more to show.
You got more to show? You want to show more?
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead. All right, hold on.
Make me large.
There you go. I'm working this motherfucker.
So she just passed away, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, Julie Cruz. A big part of the soundtrack behind Twin Peaks with
Oh, okay.
I like King Missile.
Yeah. And she's in Twin Peaks, like the band, you know, in the bar. And this album is basically it's like third Twin Peaks soundtrack, Floating in the Night, Julie Cruz.
Nice.
I kind of put off getting this for a long time because they had it was on Plain Records, and you know that doesn't have the best reputation.
Do you collect any soundtracks or OSTs or anything like that?
I've got, you know, a square or two. I don't collect them. Like I've got Repo Man and Return of the Living Dead. You know,
cool. John,
this
played
one I just
earlier.
played recently. I got this signed by Jesus and Mary Chain.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
Jesus and Mary Chain, Damage and Joy. It's their newest album.
Yeah, I haven't kept up with them, but they're a great
Is it
band.
good?
17. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's not, you know, when I play Jesus and Mary Chain, I'm gonna pull a classic, you know.
Psycho Candy.
But this one I bought at the time, and it's like I probably hadn't listened to it since when I got it, and I enjoyed it. I'll probably still pull their 80s albums first, but worth a listen.
I didn't know they were still together. That's pretty.
Oh
wild.
yeah,
they still tour. I've seen them 3 times in the last.
Yeah, I've met. I know the bass player, Phil. He used to be in Lush, that band Lush.
Yeah. I saw Lush when they.
Yeah, Phil. Yeah.
They were good. Yeah, that was a good show. Now they broke up again, I think. But yeah, Jesus and Mary Chain are still around. Their original drummer went on to form Primal Scream.
Didn't know that.
Bobby Gillespie. But yeah, the two brothers, you know, they're brothers, so they can keep it going.
Yeah. Unless you're the Davies brothers.
You're right. Yeah, I guess not all brothers can.
Well, they're kind of like that. They fight with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Randy, you get a chance to put them tweeters in yet? Did you get the second pair?
No,
you
you're
got the
not.
wrong pair the first time, right?
Let's check this out. So I was over on your stream and I was telling Nick about that, right? So apparently I pressed the wrong button. I waited 4 months for these things, and then so I went back to the site and I had to get a return label, and I sent those out Saturday. So I went back on the site and I'm like, well, they just got the tweeters, because I bought the whole new cones and everything. And it looks like it's too hard to put in, man. You got to take out half the shit, your speakers and to get down to the wires. And so anyway, the tweeters you just screw that little turkey baster off the end and you take the two wires out, put the new tweeter in. And they were only 124 a piece. So I got those. And it says, we're getting them in on the 23rd of June. So I said, well, I'll pay for the 2-day delivery, right? So I just got a email on the 23rd that said, these are out of stock. They're coming from the factory. And that's the UK, right? So B&W over in the UK. So that tells me I'm going to be waiting another 2 months. So I got to call them up and tell them I don't want the 2-day delivery.
Oh no! Oh no!
I mean, it was an extra $4 because it was like 8 something, but man, it just pissed me off because they said they're getting them in tomorrow, and now they don't have them. So.
And you found out what happened? It was a tube went bad and kind of opened up like full force and just blew
I'm
that.
thinking, yeah, because I seen,
but not your crossover. Your crossovers are fine. It's the tweeters that are fucked up.
So the tube, I seen it happen because it was like lightning bolts going up the insides of it, and I'm like, what the hell? Because it was glowing really red hot, and I don't know. Like Nick told me, he goes, you should probably take that amp in and get it checked out in case.
Tubes shouldn't do that. They should just die.
Right.
Like a light bulb, yeah.
But I got new, excuse me, I got new tubes and nothing's been affected since, so I don't know.
You just get a new amp.
Yeah.
Get a new amp?
You should just get new speakers, yeah.
Just move.
Get new speakers and amp. Yeah.
Well, first, I think we need to you should plug it in an extension cord though and run it out the hall
through water.
He should have plugged it in where his stove goes in the wall.
That's right.
Turn the hair dryer on.
Yeah.
Put the toast in the toaster. Turn that on.
The one time where Eddie's buzz it was completely went away was when he kind of covered it with both his hands.
Yeah.
And ever since I've been saying
he's grounding it
on that motherfucker, man.
Yeah, it makes total sense that it's a grounding issue then.
Yeah, he's grounding it,
and it stops.
It's fixable, but you got to have patience,
I'm still blown away at the amount of money that you pay for a turntable.
I don't think it's a turntable. I think it's inside his walls. I really do.
It could be.
I think it's a speed controller. That's where I think it is.
Oh, it could be anywhere, but it's definitely grounding issue. But it's fixable. There's not a doubt in my mind it's fixable.
I think the last time I talked to him, he said he found a way to get rid of the buzz, but
it was worse though.
By touching, I think it had to do with the turntable to the speed controller, or maybe to the power supply. But he couldn't. There's no way to affix it to the turntable. You know what I mean? So he may have to patch into that tone arm, maybe the ground on the tone arm.
But what I'm saying is Rigas do not have it's like built in somehow. I don't know where it is, but they don't have a ground on them.
Oh,
so that's why I'm saying I don't think it's his system. I think it's in the wall. Maybe he doesn't have a grounded, circuit coming in. I don't know. Because mine, I have external power on mine, and there's no ground wire on either, and it's fine.
Mine, I can do it either through the phono or through like a CD, which means it's a built-in ground in the turntable, and I don't have a hum.
Yeah, and it could be his head shell too. It could be the wiring on his his cartridge, because
could be anything. He's got everything plugged into one power strip. I know it's the noise, whatever, it cuts it down.
Yeah.
Hey guys, but everything plugged into one thing and everything's close together.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm working this motherfucker. Somebody talk.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm gonna make
Well,
you every
talk at
time
once.
somebody talk. Yeah.
Antonio should get up here.
Miss you, get up here.
We all know who Antonio is.
Fred.
Yeah, Fred.
You
will
don't
come up.
live in Venice. We already know that.
Come on up, Fred.
Yeah, come on up, Antonio.
Antonio.
Antonio wants a couple shirts. He's like the first guy that's like, yeah, I'll take 2. He's like 7XL. Hook me up.
Yeah, I'm with you, Eric. Yeah. I bought all my stuff used as cheap as I could get it, you know. But if that buzzed, it would bother me. But if I paid $1,600,
Yeah.
I would have that thing fixed, you know, before I even played a record.
Randy, did you have a more vintage turntable before you got this new?
Yeah, I had a Yamaha.
It's a good one.
I can't remember what it was, but it was the one with all the chrome on it. You know, it wasn't real expensive, but it was probably.
What band was Mikey talking about last night?
The Jerks probably. It shows $27, I think.
I'm just curious what makes,
Something else.
I don't know, it can't be in excess of money, but what would be the logic behind, other than somebody saying components and technology's been upgraded so cables are made better, but what would make somebody want to spend, if you could get an SL 1200, you know, a vintage one in good shape, restored for
no
$1,000, why would you spend $2,000 on something because it's new? I'm just curious.
Some people are nervous about buying used things. You know, it's just the way it is. Used clothes, used records, whatever it is. Some people like buying new. They can't trust something that was used.
My whole
Sure,
system
those.
is used except for my CD player, but everything. I bought my speakers used, turntable used. My preamp was refurbished.
Contemporary 30 or 35, legacy like 45. Sorry, answering this question in the chat and interrupting.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, but I like the used shit, the vintage. If you can knock some money off the top end and it still works, who cares, you know?
I've got this is essentially a 1200, but what it is 1650, and the only difference between the 12 and the 16, besides a slider, it has a sliding speed controller. This has the dials. Would be, it's meant to set up to be. I've got a second spindle you can put in it, and you can make it a stackable.
Oh, cool.
That's why the lid is so tall.
Yeah.
These 1200s got like an inch high. This is like triple that. So there's a secondary spindle that I have that came with it that goes in there and makes it stackable. But that and the slider and the DJ aspects of what a 1200 does, like a quick stop, it also doesn't have a power on and off button. Like you have to use the tone arm to turn it off. And most of the 1200s that have that DJ component has an on and off button that you can just turn on and off. And this doesn't have that.
Oh,
But
it doesn't.
Besides that, it's just it's made to be a stackable. So.
Does it have a reverse?
No, but it's got a neutral, and it's got the obvious ones, 30, 33, 45.
4 on the floor.
4 on the floor, 3 and 3.
Man should get up here.
And it's got like some other features, like you can choose how many times you want the LP to replay, or you can make it infinite, but you can choose as a dial you can spin to say, I want to listen to this side once or twice or 3
But
times.
I like those. I like the ones that you pick up and it starts and then it automatically comes back and shuts off, because the one I got, if you're hammered and you pass out on your chair or something.
That's another really good subject, Randy, is turntables. What would prompt you to buy a turntable that isn't automatic, other than the idea that it's supposed to be audiophile, and these automatic ones are considered more standardized, than or lower on the totem pole than.
Yeah.
Just to comment on Mikey Banana's last post, I think he had a good point about paying the same whether they're legendary or
Yeah, it
contemporary.
shouldn't
but
matter. Punk attitudes should be same either way.
I think
but
I'm willing to pay more for legendary only because I don't know. If
Yeah,
I'll
but
see some of them
you
again.
shouldn't lose money if you're a punk band. I mean, even the Sex Pistols, the early days, they weren't trying. Like Minor Threat wasn't putting on a show to lose money. They were making it cheap for the kids, but $5, and you're getting 800 kids in. They were making money. And if you're the Circle Jerks in a tour bus and in a truck with equipment, you got to make your money. They're not getting rich off this. They all have day jobs.
Yeah.
I have no problem paying, if I'm paying, $7 for milk nowadays, I could expect tickets to be $30, $40. $5 a gallon gas.
Yeah, it's just some of the bands nowadays, like the McCartney and shit, asking,
Yeah, I'm not talking that. I mean,
right. You're talking
under $50 shows.
Yeah, when
but,
you're in a nosebleed of an arena.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the Misfits came around and they're playing Madison Square Garden, they got the gear and they got the roadies and everything. They're still a punk band, but it costs money.
Yeah, they have higher expectations than
Yeah.
some high school punk band. Yeah, I saw Danzig with Doyle. Like they did like half of a Danzig set and then half of a Misfits set.
That's kind of cool.
Where Doyle came out. That was good. Like 10 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
That was good.
Was Todd Youth on guitar? Or am
I think Todd Youth was on that tour. Actually.
Yeah, Todd Youth. Like was that the Sam Hain? Was it Danzig Sam Hain? Is that what it was?
No, it was Danzig Misfits when I saw
Okay, no, and I didn't see that. I think I saw the Danzig Sam Hain split with Todd Youth on guitar.
Yeah, Todd Youth would have been on that one.
Come on up, Zepp. Come up and tell us about the Todd Rundgren Beatle Experience show.
Yeah, what was that guitar Doyle?
The dude who came out, I mean, like,
I'm gonna
he
go.
looked like he was 10 foot tall on stage.
Later, Chris.
See you later.
See ya.
See you later, Chris.
Yeah,
he's gonna skateboard home.
Like I watched that documentary, and his guitar was made out of like metal. It was like heavy as a rock, that big black thing he used to play.
I got a friend in Detroit that makes metal basses.
Really?
But he actually built the RoboCop statue. I don't know if that's out yet or not, but the statue that's going to be on display in
Detroit.
There was like this petition like 20 years ago for a RoboCop statue in Detroit, and
they're putting that where they took down the General Lee statue, right?
Well, not in Detroit. They didn't have that.
No, it's going to go right next to the.
But anyway, the city finally commissioned someone to do it, and
Joe
but
Lewis.
he does metal basses. I don't know. They look cool. I'm more of a classical kind of. I don't know. They're not classical.
So is it like actual metal, steel, or is it aluminum?
Aluminum.
Yeah,
is it aluminum?
A little bit lighter.
They're going to put it where the Frank Rizzo statue used to be, John.
Frank Rizzo.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Everybody loves RoboCop.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I don't think Fugazi would ever get $100 a ticket. I know you're being hypothetical, but I would say Fugazi would be 35. That would be my guess.
Well, he means just like
at what point?
If they did, they'd be like the hypocritical.
I don't know if they riot in the
hypocritical
street,
band on earth.
Yeah, and people wouldn't go because people can't afford $100 for Fugazi. It's a different crowd than McCartney or Elton John.
I probably paid 20 when I saw Fugazi. I was there. I think their final.
Yeah, it's not what you would. I understand, Eric, because if you're a fan,
after they were doing the $7 tickets.
I heard they're putting up a Fugazi etching. They're getting rid of Stone Mountain, General Lee, and they're going to actually etch Fugazi into the side of the mountain.
That'd be better, much better.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah.
I guess the big news tonight is Eric Weinbender has AIDS. Is that what he said? No,
It's kind of like a cold.
it's like the cold of the
Yeah.
2000s. AIDS is the new flu. I love that. Well, I'd hate to end on that, so somebody tell us your mojito recipe, please, Scotty.
Oh shit, I'm horrible at making them. Like, I would never make a mojito for anybody but myself because I'll drink anything, you know. if I made it, at least.
Exactly. Eric.
So it was I don't know, one part.
I warned you, Eric.
One part simple syrup, one part
Cream de
2
menthe.
parts rum, 2 parts club soda.
Do you do
And,
the sugar water thing?
That's I just use simple syrup, which is that.
Yeah.
And a lot of mint. But I don't know, I fucked it up. I've been known to make mojitos without mint before in my early days, so
Yeah,
it's not a good drink for me to make.
Yeah, the time I was in Spain, we had a gig in Spain, and we had it was like a rockabilly thing, and you didn't use cash; you had to pay cash. I mean, they gave us free money because we were playing, but they didn't trust the people running the show or something, so you had to pay cash to get fake cash, and it was money, like it looked like dollars, but had Ronnie Dawson's face on it, so it was Ronnie Dawson dollars. If you know him, he was a rockabilly guy, but like so you had to pay for everything with Ronnie. It was like play money. And I was drinking mojitos the whole time. And they were fantastic with the leaves in them and the sugar.
Yeah, they're a good drink. It's a good
Oh
drink.
man, it was a great weekend. But I always think of mojitos. I want to make more of those.
Yeah, I fuck them up every time. My wife can make them, but I can't. I don't know. Then I moved down to Negronis, which it's Campari and vermouth and gin, equal parts. That's easy. Like, and you can't fuck that up because the Campari is so strong.
No.
All right.
Awkward silence. It's a good
No,
point.
it's not awkward. We're good. It's
I
late.
was reading the thing.
I feel awkward now all of a sudden.
I'm not awkward. I'm happy. I had a great time tonight, Aaron. Great time, Randy. You guys, fantastic sets. Thank
It
you,
was
Scotty,
great.
for joining us.
Everybody
Yeah.
had good
Thanks for
sets.
hanging out, Scotty.
Yeah, that was
Appreciate
a
it.
great sets.
We appreciate
All three of you.
everybody. And we've been
You guys got some nice sets, you know?
Yeah,
I
you
like
gotta.
your set, huh?
I hope there's a punk thing that comes around again someday.
Yeah, we'll do it again. I'll just
Well,
have to buy more punk.
Or we could do free for alls, and we could each do like how we originally started. Everyone does 3 separate sets of something else.
Absolutely. I got no
Not that I
problem
don't
with that.
like the all the other stuff. But
Matter of fact, let's make that our next vibe, man.
Yeah, I like free for all because I got a lot of things I don't know how to categorize, but like
Yeah.
like an Australian band here, a metal band or hard rock band.
Yeah, sounds good. So everybody, thanks for hanging out tonight, Saturday night. We appreciate it. Miss you and Eric and the other Eric and Sam, and help me out. The obvious people helping me out tonight. Randy and
Yep.
John.
And it's Eric Weinbender, Eric, Mike Uncommon Palo, stop back,
Dusty,
Antonio,
Dusty and Hop Frog were in there.
Danny.
yeah, Dusty Hop Frog, everybody.
Mikey
So many,
Banana.
Sam, George,
Mikey
Brown
Banana.
Dog,
Original,
Elephant.
yeah, Brown Dog, definitely, yeah. Mikey, the original streamer of all streamers, man. So give that fucking guy respect.
Yep.
And I would have preferred to see him up here tonight with his shirt with the giant rip right here. That's his armpits hanging out and stuff, and talking about fish sandwiches and Arby's. But we'll catch him next time on the show. But yeah, not this Saturday. Next Saturday, every other Saturday, we do our show. We let Ryan and Doc do their show every other Saturday. So we'll be back on our next one, and it sounds
Danny,
like it's gonna
thank
be a
you.
free for all. So yeah, Elephant, and
Elephant,
Everybody, Zepp, thanks for hanging out, brother. We
Danny
appreciate it,
Ash
man.
was here. Yep.
See you guys.
Yep. Scotty, thanks for coming up on the panel,
Yeah,
hanging out,
thanks
and
for
you
having me out.
gave us some
I mean-
awesome recipes. I hope you guys wrote down that mojito
Where else-
recipe.
Don't use that.
It was
Where
pretty
else you gonna
fragmented, but
go?
you know.
Where else you gonna go when you get a guy named Mikey Bananas and Danny Walnuts here? You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's you can't buy that shit. You know what I mean? You're getting it here for absolutely free. So, yeah. So we'll see you on the next one in a couple weeks, and that's about it. So take care, everybody. We'll talk to you next time.
Peace.
See you later,
night.
Aaron. See you later,
Later
Randy.
on, John and Randy. Love you guys.